Sanibonani, Dumelang, Absheni, hello, grand and peaceful rising, Vooka Nation. You are live with us, your favorite morning show right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, my name is Tisika Mazibuko Shabalala, your prime cut creative and positivity dose of the day. Umamshengu omuhle, indlovukazi iyakwantu, ngitiknina bayete, Vooka Nation. I hope your morning is as beautiful as I am. And of course, we are here giving you that energetic start to the day. Mweketi, good morning, man. How are you?
Man, I'm good. Thank you so much for asking, man. As it is a beautiful morning, and of course, you look so beautiful yourself. And to the beautiful viewers and listeners at home, man, once again, a very good morning, because this day promises to become an epic and interesting morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Mweketi Maimane, and yes, if anyone has never told you, it's Wednesday. We ticked off Monday, ticked off Tuesday, now we're here on a Wednesday, man. And you know that when we speak about Wednesday, man, it's where we say mind basket, where we think, we reflect, and of course, we grow, right? And speaking of growing, we're about to get into this morning epic show with you. So I hope that you connect with us throughout our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show, and we are live right now on YouTube. All you need to do is to press that subscription button and the notification button so that whenever we go live, you'll get that morning notification. And also, if you want to dial us in or send us your voice note just to let us know, man, how's your morning going, you can dial us on 060-493-3226, 060-493-3226. And as you know that each and every morning we are dedicated into improving what we call your bucket list so that you can travel. It's still school holidays, and a lot of people, and not a lot of people, but kids are home.
Yes.
And I just hope that they are looking forward to traveling, because there's still more days that they will be sitting at home.
Yeah,
right?
man, of course, even in that December holiday where they're going to get about 50 days off, I'm sure they cannot wait for that one. But of course, it's still the June holidays. And Mo, I know you have something for me, because behind us, we have a beautiful scenic picture. What is that picture today?
Yeah, of course, if you're asking yourself, what are you seeing behind us? This is the Four Seasons Hotel, nestled on the rocky hills of the Witwatersrand. The Four Seasons Hotel, the Westcliff in Johannesburg, feels more like a serene hillside village than a city hotel, with 9 sunlit villas, lush courtyards, and panoramic views of 3 tops stretching across the city. It offers a tranquil escape in the heart of South Africa's largest metropolis. Guests can ride a glass elevator up to Flames, the hotel's signature restaurant known for its seasonally inspired dishes and breathtaking views. The hotel also offers a nature-inspired spa, 2 heated outdoor pools, and elegant rooms with African touches and private balconies. Yo, you know what, TC? Have you ever been to a place in Joburg that makes you feel like you are on a luxury retreat in the middle of the bush, man?
Mweketi, no. Are you talking about the Four Seasons at the Westcliff? I mean, Seasons is where it's at. Call it the soft life capital, my friend.
Yeah, book it and treat yourself, right? Tell them your morning show family sent you this one. And you know what else can get you there? Tswelopele shuttle service with the best deals ever. All I need you to do is to buckle up and check this out.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellapil Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellapil Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
It's a hump Today, Wednesday, a beautiful midweek morning. And of course, the Vooka Breakfast Show is about to give you that daily positivity for an energetic start to their day. Starting with today's guests on the Mind Basket, where we are preparing that mindset of yours for a better future with Mpho Khumalo, a mental wellness counselor and therapist with expertise in family and community psychology. She's passionate about relationships and the importance of holistic wellness in the journey of life. She has over 15 years of experience in the field with youth to the older adult. So through her work with marginalized communities in our country, she has gained a distinctive understanding of the complex needs of individuals who've been impacted by historic trauma and socioeconomic disadvantage, information with the approach to counseling and support. So, of course, this conversation is something you do not want to miss out on. So stay tuned. And of course, we are about to get you prepared for the day with your weather update, followed by the news, sports, and traffic headlines with myself and Mweketi My Money. Don't go anywhere.
Once again, a very good morning. Let us keep you updated with your latest news headline. Starting off with your first headline, SAPS faces growing pressure for lifestyle audit amid a scandal. Parliament's Police Committee Chair Ian Cameron has called for urgent lifestyle and skills audit for senior SAPS officers following explosive claims by KZN Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi alleges the police minister is linked to criminal networks. Cameron views Mkhwanazi as a whistleblower and stresses the need for independent oversight in the audit process. On the next headline, Ramaphosa reacts to Trump's 30% import tariff. President Cyril Ramaphosa has pushed back against the U.S. decision to impose a 30% tariff on South African goods from the 1st of August, arguing it misrepresents trade realities. He noted that 77% of U.S. goods enter South Africa duty-free with an average import tariff of just 7.6%. Ramaphosa emphasized that South Africa has been negotiating in good faith and is still awaiting a response to its proposed framework deal submitted on the 20th of May 2025. The deal addresses U.S. concerns over trade imbalances, alleged unfair practices, and calls for greater reciprocity in a trade relation. On your last headline, SAPS faces growing audit demand amid integrity concerns. The chairperson of the Parliament's Police Committee, Ian Cameron, has called out for urgent lifestyle and skills audits for senior SAPS officials following explosive claim by KZN Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi alleges that the police minister has ties to criminal networks. Cameron considers him a whistleblower and says he acted knowingly. He stressed that the next steps are crucial and that the audits must be conducted independently to ensure credibility and accountability. That's all for your news headline. Now let's head over to your sports news. Starting off with football news. Zita Kunika agrees to new Kaizer Chiefs deal. Kaizer Chiefs defender Zita Kunika has signed a one-year contract extension, securing his place for the 2025-2026 season. Kunika stepped up amid injuries and suspensions, helping Chiefs with the Nedbank Cup and started in 4 of their final 5 league matches. With Edmilson Dove's departure and centre-back spots still open, Kunika now has a chance to re-establish himself under coach Nasreddin Nabi. Now on your cricket news, Wayne Mulder wanted to quit Test cricket just before record-breaking 367. South Africa's Wayne Mulder scored a historic 367 against Zimbabwe, surpassing Hashim Amla's 311 to become the nation's highest individual Test scorer and 5th overall in history. Mulder revealed he nearly quit cricket after a poor showing in the previous Test. His back-to-back centuries now serve as motivation for others struggling with form. Though proud of his achievements, he expressed humility and respect for legends like Amla, saying he doesn't see himself as one yet, but he feels that the milestone was part of his destiny. Now heading over to your women cricket news, England captain Skiva Brandt returns for India's OD series. England all-rounder Net Skiva Brandt will miss the remaining T20s against India due to injury, but is expected to return for the OD series starting on the 16th of July in Southampton. Tammy Bermond continues as a stand-in captain. Sophie Ecclestone, Maya Butcher, and Lorraine Filler are recalled for the ODs, which serve as final prep before the Women's World Cup in India this autumn. Coach Charlotte Edwards emphasized squad consistency and competition for places. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Now, let's take a short break, and then when we come back, TC is going to give you latest traffic update. Standing by.
Hey family.
Hi.
My name is Tisiga Mazbugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Miss.
My name is Ketsuya Ketumguni
On the Vooka
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
This is Ted, the Wild Irish Comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday. Well, yeah, something blossom memory. Yes.
Wow.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swell Appeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swell Appeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
23 minutes past 7, it is the time, and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, your favorite morning and epic and also interesting show right here. And yes, each and every day we give you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Positivity is what you need each and every time when you wake up, looking forward to your day on how it's going to be looking like. So you need those positive ideas that you're going to feed your day with. Right, so to stay positive with us, you just need to connect with us throughout our social media platform, just to get this exclusive best morning show around here in the heart of Johannesburg, which is Soweto, Dobsonville. That is where we are streaming live. If you want to call us in, just to dial us in to check on how we're doing, and just to hear your voice, even your voice note, or to show us how your morning is looking like, whether the sunlight where you are, just send that picture on 0604933226. It's 0604933226. Mavuka Mahle, I invite you to what is going to be an exciting morning show right here. And my name is Moketi Maimane, and I'm happy to be with you throughout the show, just to have those thought-provoking and compelling conversation with people who are going to be joining us right here, right? And I'm not alone, of course, man. I'm always with the best of the best. But before I do that, I'm just going to convince you guys into following us on our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on Instagram, Vooka Breakfast Show on TikTok, Vooka Breakfast Show also on Facebook, right? You just need to click follow, share each and any post that you see. Don't be scared to comment right there. Let's engage, man. It's engagement, right? Let us engage. Let us talk, man, because you matter. Your engagement matter to us. As much as you're going to be keep on doing this each and every morning, man, from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m., we will be with you each and every day. Whether there's a load shedding, don't worry, we've got you covered. We will make a plan so that you can see us right there in front of your screen, right? So many things that we're going to be discussing right here. And it is a Wednesday, man. We are halfway into the weekend. And I know some of the people are like, yo, man, time flies. But indeed, while it's flying, you need to keep warm wherever you are, right? Just make sure that you are warm. And uyipanda. Uyavuka uyopanda. Because life is tough, man. No one is telling you that each and every day. But for some of the people, life is very, very tough and difficult. And it's us who make sure that those people are inspired and they're encouraged to wake up and, face the difficulties of waking up each and every morning and making an impact in their lives, right? As I've said that I'm not alone, man. I'm with my Vooka team and my Vooka members. I don't know if I should call them members or my team.
Vooka Nation, man.
Vooka Nation.
It's the Vooka Nation.
Are you still
Vooka
good, guys?
Nation.
Good morning. Are you still good? Are you still with me? Are you still on a Wednesday? Are you still present? Because a lot of people are suffering from past experiences. Are you here?
Me, I'm
are you
here.
Sure? Are you
I'm
sure
okay.
You're here,
Sivugile, hashtag Sivugile. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm awake. I'm happy. I am alive. With breath in my lungs. I'm grateful for the gift of life, man.
Yeah.
And in this present moment, I'm happy that I'm happy. So, yeah, man, it's that midweek rendezvous right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
It happens.
Ooh,
It
Nkosi
happens.
yami.
It happens.
Yeah, no, but I'm awake
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, man. Very good to hear that. What about you, Steve?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's the boy. From today on, guys. Call me the boy, yeah?
Bible.
The boy. What
The boy.
No,
Anyway,
no.
man,
Put
you
some
good, man.
substance.
The boy,
behind
the
your
boy
name.
doing things, The boy is doing things,
The boy doing things. What are you
Yeah.
Yes, ask
Hey,
him.
man.
What is he doing?
I'm doing a lot, man. I'm doing a lot. I'm
Like?
twitching. I'm
Okay.
doing tattoos, and I'm itching for that cash and that morning vibe. Good morning, Vooka Nation. How you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing well.
Yeah.
And I am feeling like a giant today. The mic is very, very low. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Are you good, Mo? Are you good, Mo? How you feeling, man? Are you?
I am coming along, man.
Yeah?
I'm coming along because, hey, man, I had, one of the baddest flus, man.
Hey, man.
Because my bones were painful.
Your bones are
I
painful.
know that
Sorry,
flu,
man.
man.
Yeah,
We
man.
all had a
Bones are
turn.
painful.
Hey, bro, are you
ground
sure?
zero.
Are you sure?
Ground
Yeah, I was
zero.
about to say. There's a new
Eh?
variant, bro. Hey.
Yes.
That's the thing,
So-
man. I keep on hearing about new variants and the flu that's been going on, that's been affecting a lot of people. Because
Yeah.
if you have a weak immune system, it's going to attack you.
It's gonna attack you, bro.
Yeah, because I'm someone who every time when I do have flu, I my body, reacts because I had this little, what do you call, not pimple, man,
Herpes.
You had herpes.
But it is called oral herpes. You know when you
No,
get
bro.
that, it's
Okay,
called a cold
You
sore.
know where
We
you
had a
get
cold
herpes
sore.
for-
Wait,
Yeah.
did you have
Yeah.
a sore? A cold
Yeah.
sore.
Yeah, each and every time,
Hey, that's
when I'm
lady
about
saying
to have
herpes.
But it is called oral herpes.
No, bro, you don't get herpes from flu. You get herpes from doing something else, man.
No, man. I mean, like, okay, it's fine. It's called
A sore.
a cold sore.
Yeah.
We can call it a cold sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been taking care of myself because one of the things that have never happened is both of my nose being blocked. Because I
You have
struggle.
one
breathing.
nose, Mo.
No, my nostrils.
Your
man.
nostrils.
My nostrils.
Both of my nose.
But yeah, they were blocked, boy.
Both of my nostrils were blocked, and I couldn't sleep the whole night.
Because you couldn't breathe.
I
Breathe
couldn't
through your
breathe.
mouth, man.
No, do you know how painful it is to breathe through your mouth?
Especially
hey,
when
man,
you
I
got
don't- hey,
flu
bro,
because your
it's
throat
I'm not
gets
laughing, I'm not-
dry, right?
Yeah.
So you're like,
I'm not laughing at your pain, bro. I know that feeling, bro. Hey.
Yeah, so just 2 minutes, maybe after 5 minutes, after turning my head left, I would get that relievedness whereby one will just open,
Open, yeah.
that opening where you're like, yo,
You're like,
breathe,
thank
my
God.
friend.
You're like, thank God for this.
Thank God for this.
But are you
I'm
taking any
able.
medication, bro?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And one of the remedies that I always use is lemon with warm water.
Oh.
Does help.
It helps.
Yeah, it
Alright,
does. It does really. For me,
just lemon
it helps.
and hot water.
Yeah,
That's it.
Warm water. Yeah.
Let's try
lemon
adding
and warm
ginger in
water.
that mixture.
Yeah, like-
Man. Like, it's not like we are sick.
Uyagula. You're busy dying. Yeah. I know.
The out here
Flu is
die.
bad,
Yeah.
man. Some of us, when we laugh, it sounds like the engine of
Yeah,
you know those taxis to Tepiso.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whoa,
Shots fired.
you know that car from Cars. What's his name? Nater.
Wow.
You know him. Is that how you sound, bro?
The brown
Wow.
one.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to jumpstart.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The brown car. Yeah, Mo, the brown car. And then
The white boat, the fun. Watunya. Yeah, man. But July, one of the things that people should be aware of is the weather is going to keep on getting worse, especially this month.
It's gonna get colder.
Yeah, it's going to get colder. Yeah, you've seen the cold in June because even when you wake up in the morning, around 6:15,
Yeah.
it was starting to become light. But now 6:20 to 6:30, it's still a little bit
Hey,
dark.
my bro.
Dark.
I was
it's dark,
I
man.
was on the road 5:30, my boy. Yeah. It
Jogging?
was- No, I wasn't jogging. Actually, come to think of it, you know
Road
what's
running.
weird, bro? You know what's weird? Late at night, when it's like very, very late, like let's say midnight, coming back from wherever I be coming back from. you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
I walk home very, very fast, bro. I don't want to get robbed or anything. But the crazy piece is in the morning, bro, I'm the most relaxed person. I'm taking my time. My phone is out. I'm playing music.
Wow,
And
Sway.
Yeah, I think the morning in
The morning is
itself,
it's
man.
different, yeah.
Yeah, it's different because it's also the energy, that's surrounded by the place that you are in. Because when people sleep, all of the energy that they have accumulated throughout the day, man, it rests,
Yeah.
and you also feel it when you walk in the street that,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
you know what, it's in the morning.
Yep.
It's different when it's at night, whereby people are drunk, weird energies and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going on over and over.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
man.
those things,
Yeah.
when somebody goes to sleep, because I think it was said Guru when
he said, I think the best time to wake up, and just do some reflection or meditate is around 3 o'clock.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, because a lot of things are not happening all around in jail.
Because you know why, right? That's the peak of like your energy flow, bro.
Yeah.
Your energy flow, that's the peak of it. So when you meditate or pray, prayer is meditation. So when you do that around those times, bro, that's the best time. You really, really connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
That's why I always tell people, man, respect the morning.
Hey, you have to.
She always yells in the morning. I'm like, wait,
bro, she walked
in the morning.
Bro, she walked in. Do you see how she looked at me? She walked in. She looked at me like I don't know what, bro. She looked at me like,
Wow.
I'm like, the hell?
Respect the morning. Like I just want to prepare someone who I'm going to date or someone that I'm going to be in marriage with, because even if you're going to wake up frustrated, I'm not going to pay attention to you because I respect the morning. You're gonna yell. I'm going to answer you after 12 o'clock.
TC Nater.
After 12 o'clock, that's where I'm going to say, okay, what were you saying then? Because I respect my morning.
Speaking of respecting,
sets the tone for the day.
Speaking of respecting your morning, right? So right now, bro, I'm single. I'm trying to practice. I'm celibate now, right? So I broke up with. TC.
You need to work on yourself.
Yes, man. TC, I'm not, bro.
Woo.
Bro, don't make me like that, bro.
I did not do anything.
Don't make me like that. So with people comes with energy, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain energy attached to people, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's weird? Ever since I broke up with these people, hey, bro, FYI, people, right?
Wow. You see? Let me keep
Before
quiet.
that, when I was with them, I used to feel drained, man. I used to feel, I didn't feel like myself.
They taking your energy.
Hey, bro, they were sucking my energy, bro.
Wow.
I've got a question. Have you met someone that says, I know I'm toxic?
Yo, people would
Because-
never say.
Really? I would.
I'm toxic.
Would you?
Yes.
You lie.
I would. I literally warn you of all my red flags before.
Have you ever told your partner that you're toxic? Wait. Have you like, you know what, Muntwam? I understand ukuthi toxic.
Yeah.
Like I understand ukuthi I'm the one who's the negative one here.
Yeah.
Have you?
You know,
I'm nitrogen mixed with hydrochloric.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Swear.
I
Like
bring the
Nina.
bad
Yes,
energy.
Yes, I can. I mean,
Have you though?
Yes, I have. I'm the kind of person who recognizes my flaws. I'm very self-aware. So it's not like I do know these things, I actively, work on them, but it doesn't mean that I ignore the fact that they exist.
Yeah.
And to say to you, these are the things that exist. I'm aware they exist. I am working on them. I mean, but this is me saying I ain't perfect, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
Because I think whenever you pinpoint some of the problems about yourself, it helps you to work on yourself better. Rather than always resisting to say, what do you mean? Toxic?
Yeah, what do you mean?
You can't, hey, man.
Me? Nah.
You can't always.
I didn't want to take it from you, right?
Yeah.
But when you realize that you broke up with people and you found yourself feeling lighter,
Yes.
have you once considered that maybe you're the common denominator? I'm just asking.
Yes.
'Cause
So-
maybe where she is, she feels liberated.
Yeah.
So, okay, wait. Question, right?
Yeah.
Question, right? So, in the relationship, I was feeling heavy, right? Now I'm feeling lighter, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I was feeling heavy with the person. Now that I'm alone, I'm feeling lighter. I think that's an indication to say, it's not
Hey,
me,
wait, now
eh?
what if you're the problem?
But man, I don't know.
I don't
know.
With compatibility, there's
but
a lot
still.
of complex things that are happening because yes, she might bring that good energy,
Yeah.
but now it's not compatible to yours.
my-
because with
yeah,
positive and positive, what do we get?
Obviously, a distraction, bro.
You understand?
Positive and positive.
Yeah, positive
It
and positive,
happens.
bro. It's
It
explosion,
happens.
bro.
Positive forces sometimes, they force another force to, go down. Sometimes
But-
because someone
to
has
answer-
too much positivity.
Yeah, man.
That's why about
It's
you are
too
too
much.
good for me.
Yeah.
Man. You know what? You are so positive.
Yep,
man. Like
yep,
you need someone
Wow.
who's
Yeah.
gonna handle your
Hey.
For real
positivity.
though, for real. You know how you can test this, right?
How?
do you have an old stove there by your house? Try connecting the two positive wires and see what happens.
Yeah, man. But speaking of morning, right, there's Zinzi Elizabeth coming through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation, my favorite breakfast team, hashtag Sivugile, and hope you are well, and hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Yes, we are getting there. Some of us are getting there, because, hey, it's the flu. It's the flu,
It's tough.
But don't worry.
We're taking care of ourselves.
The MMS is
Really.
back,
Thank you so
man.
much,
I'm back
man.
in the building. I'm back like I never left.
Look
You
at your
understand?
laugh.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's bad to to be always that person that he's back like he's never left.
Yeah.
Because you know what? His spirit is always with us.
Oh, wow. Okay, to go away.
But no lie.
Abba.
Yesterday, I missed the both of you guys. I missed y'all guys.
Yeah.
Steven.
Shut up, man.
Nah. but yeah.
Show Stephen love live on the camera.
Show me some love, man.
Give me some sugar.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. I
Vooka.
missed you, bro. I missed you, bro.
I know he's gonna want something after the show. This is why.
No.
Baba, return favors. You don't play. It's a transactional thing.
What do you mean, bro?
Then Zinzi says, welcome back, Mo. Good to see you guys
Yeah,
back.
man.
The flu gang, Lord, keep warm. And let's not get flu
Back to
again.
the flu gang. Oh, wow.
The flu
Ziggy.
gang.
Don't
Wow,
recruit
sis.
Steven. Hey, Steven is
Hey,
safe,
man, I'm safe. So, Zinzi, what I have in my system is called very, very strong vitamin C.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys were waiting for. Hey, the way you were waiting there.
But
Hey, I wanted to hear.
But yeah, I'm good.
I think about this flu now. It's so bad to a point that even when you're contracting it from someone,
Yeah.
because at COVID they were like, okay, 2 meters, hey, keep your distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, if I'm in the same room with someone who has flu,
Yeah.
I'm catching.
For real.
I'm catching.
Okay, wakhetha when.
I'm
Hey,
catching.
rather catch the feelings, not flu.
Like I'm catching, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've seen it, man. I
But-
remember last year, I was with this guy, and I was seeing him coughing. I was like, here.
I'm
And
gonna cough
I'm starting
also.
to feel, a little bit uncomfortable in my throat.
What's
whenever
it
I'm-
called, man? There's a term for that.
What?
For a person, no, a person whereby
Influenza.
does it happen with flu only?
What?
Which
Like
No.
this, when you just catch on the flu.
Something that's airborne.
Yeah.
Airborne.
No, man. It's how can I say? Like for instance.
No, like on
yeah,
some
but
real-
tuberculosis. When someone coughs,
okay. You
yeah,
are
you're
right,
able
but
to catch it.
But what I'm trying to
Taxi,
say,
right? In a taxi.
Come again.
In a taxi. I think that's the highest place where you.
Yeah, because now the
We
windows are
catch it.
closed.
Yeah.
But man,
Catch
I'm looking
things,
for a
man.
term, and like, okay, let me give you a lighter example. Not with flu specifically. Like, for instance, say I sneeze, you see me sneezing,
Yes.
and then you feel that sensation. You also want to sneeze.
Yeah.
There's a word for it, man. But okay, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Contagious. I mean, contagious is something that can be passed on. Right?
That's passed on. You
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Damn, man, I forgot the terminology.
Nah,
but
don't
yeah,
worry,
it's
man.
fine.
Don't worry, it's gonna
It's
come
fine.
back, man. It's still in the morning, man. So Zinzi, and if someone is watching out there, man, in terms of what is your morning routine, man? Just let us know right there. Ka voice note or when you wake up, I pray. I do some yoga, I read some scripts. For me, what I do, I just give myself that 5 minutes of quietness.
Okay.
Total
Serene.
quietness. Yeah, man. I just want, just to prepare myself properly, mentally. Because, come on, guys. Some people have it always bad when they wake up.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's-
that's how you.
Yeah, I mean, mentioning that if you leave yesterday's problems to carry over to the next day,
Hey, that's
you
bad.
start your morning bad, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't.
Someone is tipping.
I mean, there's also.
Can we speak about what happened yesterday?
Yeah, it's bad.
You
it's
see
bad.
what I know.
It's also this rule to say. I don't know. Do you practice this in your house? In my house, we practice this. You probably do. I'm sure.
Okay,
My
okay,
team,
okay.
I trust my team.
Yeah.
Whereby, say for instance, you angry at whoever,
Oh, yes.
and then don't go to bed with a heavy heart.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do practice that, but there's also that ignorance that comes with no man. Like, let's let it
Other people want to like shelf it and then they're like, no, I want to deal with it later. But me, I want to deal with it now.
Hey, bro, I also want to deal with it now. Let it finish now, bro. I don't want this thing to say, nah, let it simmer. Why am I letting it simmer, bro?
About it. I'm that person. Man. I will talk. We can talk the whole night. I don't care. We'll talk about it until we solve it.
My G.
Yeah, and then we can be done.
If let's say, for example, you and I get into it, right? And then you telling me, let it simmer. And I'm out here trying to, speak to say, bro, we can't let it simmer. But if you don't want to talk about it, I'll let you be. And then on my own, I'll just, reflect and be like, okay, maybe I'm in the wrong. Then I'll come back to you and be like, yo, bro. Okay, my bad. Sorry, man. If you don't want to take it, it's fine, man. Then I move on because I know I'm clear now. I'm okay.
I mean, there's ways of dealing with conflict, conflict resolution, because there's cultural ways, traditional ways.
What's the cultural way?
With the cultural ways,
I'll never
understand indoda iyenza so. This is what a man does. Sleep with peace in your heart. No matter what happens.
And accept.
No matter what happens.
That you lie down with dogs, you wake up with fleas.
Yeah, man. That's what I love. That's what I love sometimes with memory. Because memory can, for some people, man, memory can quickly erase some of the things, because there's something that I've learned. It's called the technique of memory palace, right? So there's you need to imagine this special room that you've grown in. Maybe it's your house.
Okay.
Because there's things that you will always remember where you lived. To say the kettle was living there. You can just by closing your eyes, you can see everything. So with the problem, you can replace your problem and say, okay, TC did this. I'm just going to replace that kettle and say, this is the problem that TC has done. This is what TC has done. And I'm able to quickly shift that thing out of that room, because I'm trying to create a room that is full of positivity, right? So you can quickly forget about things. Rather than dealing with them, some things are meant to be forgotten.
But it's forgetting, it's forgetting about those things.
But
does it help you? Does it serve you? Because then tomorrow again you face the same problem, or then you are reminded by
it's a conversation
through something
that you need
else,
to have.
and
That
the feelings
sometimes forgetting is the best solution, man. Just forget, man.
But what happens when it comes back then?
Then that's what I'm talking about. Use memory palace. Just envision that room that is full of your childhood things, and then just put that problem right there, because you know that you don't want bad things to sit there. And when time goes, that thing is going to be eradicated.
My dog.
Just like that.
Hey, bro.
Forgive and forget.
I don't want to practice that, because once I remember EBKGG, everybody can get caught.
Everybody's getting it that
EBKGG,
day.
I tell you, bro. No way.
Forget.
You are Makala, like on that day. Like
on
for
that day,
real.
I'm Hulk. EBKGG,
Hulk
bro.
smash. That's all that's happening on that day,
right?
for real.
So, but it's true that we need to find ways that we can deal with things.
Healthy ways.
Because of course, yes, when you try to forget, memory will always say, "Hey, man, when
Exactly.
I realized
storage food.
That's why I realized, like, when I used to suppress, like when I was younger, I was somebody who would suppress my emotions. But then that made me very angry. Like as a teen, then I became like one of those angry teens. And then obviously I went through a little bit of that stage, and then I suppressed more, because it's like now people are like always like, hey, why can't you be like other kids, or why can't you be, so then you try to, then you suppress. Hi, then as an adult.
Sometimes even in the family, mom kulu or your aunt will do something that's bad, that makes you feel, that will hurt your feelings. And then she will just whisper, hey, forget, man. Grow up, man.
I'll give you money.
That's why some of the people have these traumas, man. But Vooka Nation, how are you feeling this morning, man? 13 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock. And then I see we've got some of the comments right there on YouTube. Spin City saying, I literally Vooga. And break fast. Woo!
Yay, bars,
Wake
bars,
up
bars.
and break the
Bars.
fast, man.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
Yeah, man. Some bacon.
Yeah, man. Hey, Spin
Right,
City, bro. Hope you're doing good now, bro.
Yeah.
He was also feeling under the weather yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah,
Man. So people should, take care of themselves, man. Drink water, man. Drink water.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Drink
When
water.
in winter, people tend to not drink water because
that's
it's
me,
cold,
bro. That's me.
and you're like, "Oh my goodness, I don't want the." But drink water.
Yeah,
You're right.
man.
No,
I always have,
drink
a
more
bottle of water besides
Yeah,
my bed.
a bottle of
right?
water.
Yeah. So Zakani B coming through say good morning. I'm a Vooka Mahle Sivugile. Hashtag Vooka Break Faster Show. And yes, man, you can send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. That's the number that you need to call us or send us your voice note. And when we open the show, man, there's some headline that we went through that I want us to discuss. Because yes, from Monday I've heard you guys speaking about Mkwanazi.
Hey,
Tuesday was
Mkwanazi is
right?
doing the rounds.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
I was like, no.
Sheesh.
I can't be left behind with this one because a lot of things are happening. Because when it comes to the briefing that he gave, South Africa.
Hey, bro,
Still.
we're still in shock. Bro,
Yeah,
to
man.
say,
Even
hey,
Ramaphosa, while he was in BRICS there,
Yeah,
summit,
he's shaking.
like,
He was shaking.
I
in his
am
boots.
coming
Take it.
to attend the matters of Mkwanazi. It's like, it's bad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bad, So, that's some of the things
It's a
that
matter of international concern.
My dog.
yeah. So some of the things that he mentioned, the 5 or 4 points that he went into was accused the police minister Senzo Mkhunu, deputy national commissioner Shadrack Sibiya, and senior SAPS officials and other public figures of collusion with drug cartels and a covert of syndicate operating at high levels of government and law enforcement. He revealed that the disbandment of the political killings task teams accredited with solving hundreds of murders was forced by political pressures, allegedly at Mkhunu's directive. So he also declared that he will die for his badge, pledging to dismantle criminal nests, even at personal risk.
Bro, I say South Africa must stand up and protect Mkwanazi, bro.
That's what people have been saying.
Yeah, because
But it's not. Also, another thing. It's not like Benny. This was not known.
No, thing is,
What he's now revealing, it's not something new. Oh, you guys didn't know, Guti.
no, you know what the difference
With
is,
what?
TC?
About like the fact that when it comes to criminal rings, like Mina. Honestly, guys,
No, Pela, this one.
it's
Do you know this one? It goes back to now David Mabuza also being in the map.
Wow.
There's a
because,
lot of people in the
yes,
map.
He was poisoned.
Yeah.
And it goes back to 2015 while he was vouching for MK. Then he swapped sides. When he swapped sides, that's when there's a task team was now being killed to say, okay, there are dockets that are going to be put aside.
120 to be
crimes of-
specific,
yes,
bro.
120.
Yes.
So this is information that a lot of people did not know. To say, no, man, whatever case, DJ somebody, aka being killed, this police
It's
guy
this,
being
it's that,
opened,
yeah.
the case is going to go on, but there's no proof. But now it's been
came with
revealed.
the files,
He has
with the receipts.
text messages.
Yeah, it's
He
got the
revealed
receipts.
text messages. That's proof.
You see,
that's
that's the
eligible
difference.
that's
enough.
undeniable.
Yeah.
Text messages, right?
Hey, man.
So that triggered increased security at his residence as a tension escalated. So let me just play a short clip of the briefing that took place in front of some of the police officers
bro,
right there.
South
in
Africa is a
Durban.
series. Season
I'm a
5.
police officer who understood the task at hand. When I joined the service, it was my resolve to make sure that I deal with criminals head on. Hence, I had chosen a career within the combating side of policing. That's what led me to work in the units that I worked for over time. Yes, I've been a provincial commissioner, and I'm still a provincial commissioner, coordinating different type of policing operations in this province. And I've been involved with a lot of operations in the country in the past. And I understand that at this present moment, the war that we are facing is so serious that it deals with high-level senior officers within the criminal justice system. Therefore, it is important for us to go into a combat mode. It is important for me to make sure that I take on the enemy directly. So when you see me and you see this management and you understand that we have hardworking men and women, not only in KZN, but across the board in the country, who doesn't like crime, who doesn't like these criminals. I, fortunately, am a citizen in this country. My families are spread across different provinces. So it is my duty and the fellow police officers to protect them. So I'm not going to surrender their freedom. I'm not going to surrender their safety to anyone. So I will die for this badge. I will die for them. So I will fight this fight until the end. Wherever the end is, we will fight. We're not going to stop.
Yo, that is what a police officer and the soldiers are supposed to be like, you know. That's a very good example.
True leadership, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's not afraid of the things that might happen, you know, knowing the things that he knows already.
Yeah.
But he woke up and said, you know what, I'm tired of this. The nation needs to know what's going on, so the corruption can stop, man. I mean, if you want corruption to stop, you have to start from the inside, innit?
True.
Yeah. So, hey, bro.
So
Age of Aquarius, man. Things are coming out. Things are being revealed.
Hey, bro, things are being revealed.
Aye, man. It's about that time, and I'm welcoming this era.
Next thing you know, Mo is the one speaking to Mkwanazi, giving him the information. Eh?
Yeah. Hi,
Hi, bro, what information? Me vela me whistleblower.
Yeah, we mbimbi.
I'm a whistleblower. You know,
No, I'm just
just
joking,
to
man.
make
I'm joking.
No, but it's good, man. Like, speak against the change. I mean, speak against the corruption, and be the change that you want to see. Because at the end of the day, somebody has to start. You know, it has to start somewhere. And if it's not you, then where?
Then exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So, I mean, big ups to Mkwanazi, you know, for that, for the stance that he has chosen to take against really big names. I'm interested to see our guys there and the Hawks.
Doing their work.
You know how they're going to now involve themselves into this high-profile case, because now it has become quite a high-profile case. So I'd love to see, because I mean, the last time when we spoke to them here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, you know, they were about doing what's right, regardless of political involvement or any interference. Do you understand? Doing it in the public's interest, and obviously protecting and serving as well. So now I want to see how the Hawks are going to involve themselves and what stance they are going to now take within this. But I would love to see exactly the kind of results that this will yield, within the government itself as well. Remember when Vele, when Tulisile Madonsela Utuli.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember when she was also trying to do babizani state capture. Yes. So let's continue this journey. Let's see what results this is going to yield.
I wish, what I wish, right?
Yeah.
You see what Mkwanazi has started, this movement has started? Bro, a lot of people, like, as you're saying, in the Hawks, in the parliament and stuff, bro, all the rotten potatoes must just stand up and point themselves out before they get pointed out. Because once you get pointed out, bro, hey, man, you're going to go through the fire, bro. You'd rather just stand up and go to the teacher and tell the teacher, I'm the one that's naughty, bro. Let's not go through the most,
Yeah, man. Because I think one of the interesting things, as much as we have been seeing, crimes being done against our celebrities here in South Africa, and there was a video that was circulating where Mkwanazi was, about to go in. Well, he was inside the court. You know, right there was Bheki Cele and no, it was Mkhwanazi and Bheki Cele, right? So when AKA's father come inside the court, you know, he reached out to shake a hand, and then Bheki Cele was like, and then AKA's father was like, nope, I'm reaching for Mkhwanazi's hand.
Oh, what? Ooh.
Because also in the briefing, Mkhwanazi said some of, the figures who have died, in the scenes in South Africa, we have the proof, the gun linked to the suspect. So now action is about to be taken against those people because it's been quiet. It's like, guys, what is going on? Even the Senzo Meyiwa case,
is he alleging?
Like, guys, come on, man.
So wait, by
on.
not shaking a thing in his hand, bro.
No, it's showing.
Is he
showing
alleging
him
to
that
say there's something he knows?
Yeah, there's something you know, and you've not been doing your job, man. Because we've been inquiring, and
bro,
no
you see what I mean,
coming.
dog? South Africa is a series. We on season 5, episode 2, bro.
Episode 2.
Yo.
So looking into the institutional responses and what the public has to say out there. The law enforcement reaction to this was that the Independent Policing Union cautioned Mkhwanazi to substantiate claims of face disciplinary action, noting violation of SAPS communication protocols if made without authorization. Right? No one can just come and claim to say, no, I saw you killing this person, I have proof, and you deserve to go to jail. So he knows what he's doing. That man, guys, you don't understand. That was a 1 hour briefing.
He's strategic with it, because if he wasn't strategic with it, I don't think he would have still been enjoying the oxygen that we're enjoying. You know? Yeah.
Steve, I love the way you put it, man.
People even fail to see the clear message of him wearing that regal uniform to say, guys, we're not here to play.
We're not playing games.
I'm not here for the stars. Commissioner of the year.
I don't care about that.
No. We're here to shoot criminals. People in KZN are complaining, guys. Say this man is killing.
Serious?
Yo, the police right there. Yeah, because
in KZN, it's not, bro. You know why the police are doing the most, right? So in KZN, as Mkhwanazi's spoken up, a lot of criminal syndicates shaking in their boots, so they're trying to make the most of what they can as the time is still on their side, So crime is ripe in Durban, bro. Specifically assassins and stuff like that,
Oh, Ingabi and stuff.
Yeah, man. And I think another one is the taxi wars, because I think he was like, no, guys, we need to step up on this, because this taxi war thing is just, it's just getting out of hand.
You see,
taxi wars is how my dad died.
For real?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
hey, man. And it's something that, yes, when he looks deep into it, it's like, hey, guys, we need to solve this. Right? So when it comes to forensic expert critique, Paul O'Sullivan accused him of overstepping, even suggesting his tactical display risked being seen as a coup approach. Now, support and pressure. The Parliamentary Police Committee chair referred to him as a whistleblower. An analyst warned this could catalyze a policing crisis and threaten Senzo Mchunu bid for the ANC presidency. And then presidential involvement is something that, yes, it should happen, because, like, hey, president, someone is causing chaos in your house. So what is it that you have to do, and what that you have to say? So President Cyril Ramaphosa described the situation as a grave national security concern, promising to thoroughly investigate upon his return from BRICS. And while he was away, this is what President Cyril Ramaphosa had to say with the situation regarding Commissioner Mkhwanazi.
On the issue of the announcement, or better still, what the Police Commissioner of KZN, General Mkhwanazi, said, I was not aware of it, that it was coming, and obviously it is a matter that I will be dealing with when I get home. I will need to look at it more closely and have a thoroughgoing discussion with a number of people, and thereafter there will be a clear way forward. This is not a matter that we should not give attention to. It is a serious matter. It has to do with the security of our people, but it also has to do with our adherence to the rule of law. The police play a critical role in enhancing the rule of law, the safety of South Africans, and that those who have done wrong should be dealt with, and should be dealt with thoroughly in terms of our constitution and our laws. So this matter is going to be addressed.
This matter is going to be addressed from the words of the president, because the public reacted to this. They're like, hey, Mr. President, something is happening, and we feel like this one, it needs you to be
Hey,
here.
bruh, shoot me if you will. I don't care. I don't believe our president anymore.
Right?
I don't.
How?
No, I don't.
Okay.
He said too many things.
Hey, Stevie.
That's just me, bro. That's just
Okay.
me. You know, I don't
Yeah.
believe him anymore.
Yeah. So
Do you remember when was a colonel that was here?
Ooh, Rear Admiral.
Admiral.
Yeah,
Yes,
Admiral.
Rear Admiral Shabalala.
said that if the president does not meet or continue his obligations,
Yeah.
that he can be overthrown
Yes.
by the military.
Yeah.
I hope he does get overthrown by the
Aibo.
military. Bro, okay. Let me ask you this. As a citizen of South Africa, right? Are you gaining from that 500 billion that was taken when? 2021? 2020? Exactly. So
And if TC as a citizen, are you still gaining from that, from the loan that they also just took out? Because they
Exactly.
also took out another loan. Where exactly are we benefiting people from the ground?
you guys wanna eat money.
no, I'm not saying you want to eat money.
Soldier,
All I'm saying is let the proper things be. You see the soldier behind me.
Hey.
Aluta continue while the struggle continues.
So this morning, man, here's the big question for you, Mzansi. Do you believe Mkhwanazi is a brave whistleblower, or is this a high-stake game of political chess? Right? Hit us up with your answer on 0604933226, or send us your voice note, or you can also type it down in the comment section right there on YouTube. I can see we have a comment from Spin City saying, this will die down just like everything. 500 billion, still no answers.
Exactly.
Companies with no prior experience getting major contracts. Parties being funded by Kyle Phillips, who deals in illicit cigarette.
Oh yes.
You see now.
Oh yes,
You
that
see
trade.
now.
Oh yes,
And,
that I'm glad he brought that one
Yeah,
up.
because I saw, but I think it's 70%
Yes.
of retail stores now selling illicit cigarettes in South Africa.
South Africa is a playground, yo.
Kuyadlalwa lana, eh?
Yeah,
Country.
and also moving on the next one. In terms of Donald Trump, man, the sudden 30% of U.S. tariffs announced by President Trump, effective on the 1st of August. You know how this is going to affect our economy, how this is going to affect a lot of jobs, because companies have came and they, said their piece that, this is going to hurt us, because what Trump is saying is South Africa is selling more than it's buying. It's selling a lot to the US more than it's buying in the US, right? So he's kind of like, no, guys, we need a fair trade. It's like, what's fair trade, man? Do you even know the numbers?
Bro.
Because President Ramaphosa, responded to him, and he sharply criticized the 30% tariff, calling it based on contested and inaccurate interpretation of trade data.
I mean, imagine they only get 7.6.
7.6%.
Yes.
He's getting 30, bro.
Yo.
So he highlighted that South Africa's average tariff on the U.S. import is only 7.6%, and with 77% of U.S. goods entering tariff-free. That is duty-free goods that are coming from the U.S. to South Africa. 77% of those. So, in the negotiations that are ongoing right now, he noted that both countries have been in active trade talks since May, and that Washington acknowledged the tariff is subject to modification depending on the outcomes. Now, Ramaphosa affirms South Africa will continue diplomatic efforts to achieve a more balanced and equitable trade relationships. What is this calling for? It is calling for trade diversification that a lot of people are crying about, to say, hey man, does even Trump understand what is going on? Because he's saying, yes, this is going to create a fair trade amongst the two countries. It's like even the letter. I mean, I have the letter on me right here. I don't know why am I speaking so much.
Let's go through it. Let's go through the letter.
Yeah, man. So while I'm still looking for the letter, right? The aging business resilience, he advised South African companies to diversify export markets ahead of any tariff implementation. So this is what a lot of South Africans are trying to do right now. It's like, hey guys, instead of stressing yourself with the US, just look the other way and look for, new trade countries, that can be on the market also, just to make sure that our geopolitical trade markets are in a very good state. Framework and deal approach are some of the things that are on the line to say, okay, how can we deal with this matter at hand?
Yeah.
So Ramaphosa referenced South Africa's May 20 framework proposal aimed at addressing issues like the trade surplus and the non-reciprocity. He confirmed negotiations have included this proposed deal and are ongoing even as the US rolls out a broader Africa trade template. And it's some of the things that when we look deep into this, it's like, okay, Trump is trying to respond from what's going on right now because Ramaphosa went to Brazil for BRICS summit.
Yeah.
We see you, BRICS, whatever that you are doing, those little meetings that you're doing. So it's fine. As much as you guys are grouping up to make sure that you build your own currency because you want your own economic superpowers.
Do you think that's a good move?
For
everybody that's under BRICS, China, us, Russia.
One thing about China has made everything possible for everyone to say. They even proved when there was a tariff hike.
Yeah.
To say it's fine, hit us, it's fine. But you know that you are going to need more from us.
You know why I'm asking this question, right?
Yeah.
Because if the BRICS coin actually comes to pass, the US is done for. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
The US is done for. It's going to be like the old days where the US had never existed.
Oh,
that's what a lot of people have been, saying in the internet, especially US residents.
Yeah.
Right. They were like, hey, man, what BRICS is doing, guys, we need to be careful and we need to plan ahead right now.
Yeah.
Financially, not mentally, but financially.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So this is the letter, that we got right there at Twitter. The White House sent a letter through. This is the letter that was sent on the 7th of July from the White House in Washington. July 7th, 2025. And then it reads as follows. His Excellency Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa, in Pretoria, right? And the Union Building. Dear Mr. President, it is a great honor for me to send you this letter that it demonstrates the strength and commitment of our trading relationship and the fact that the United States of America has agreed to continue working with South Africa despite having a significant trade deficit with your great country. Nevertheless, we have decided to move forward with you, but only with more balanced and fair trade. Therefore, we invite you to participate in the extraordinary economy of the United States, the number one market in the world by far. We have had years to discuss our trading relationship with South Africa and have concluded that we must move away from these long-term and very persistent trade deficits and judged by the South Africa's tariff and non-tariff policies and trade barriers. Our relationship has been unfortunately far from reciprocal. Starting on August 1st, 2025, we will charge South Africa a tariff of only 30%.
Only 30. They're making it sound like it's nothing.
And that 30% plays a lot, man. It's a lot because already life in South Africa is extra expensive. So imagine with the 30% tariff hike, how more expensive things are going to get. Like we literally just had petrol, like life in South Africa is going to be very hard. And for him, it only makes sense that only that 30% is reasonable because he's getting more money than everybody on the ground. And unfortunately, come election day, they'll be needing the people on the ground, not the ones at the top,
It's
in order for
crazy.
them to be where they are.
It's crazy, man.
So we will charge South Africa a tariff of only 30% on any and all South African products sent into the United States. Separated from all sectoral tariffs, goods transshipped to evade a higher tariff will be subject to a higher tariff. Please understand that the 30% number is far less than what is needed to eliminate the trade deficit disparity we have with your country. As you are aware, there will be no tariff if South Africa or companies within your country decide to build or manufacture product within the United States. And in fact, we will do everything possible to get approvals quickly, professionally, and routinely. In other words, in matter of weeks. If for any reasons you decide to raise your tariffs, then whatever the number you choose to raise them by will be added onto the 30% that we charge.
Yes.
Please understand that these tariffs are necessary to correct the many years of South Africa's tariff and non-tariff policies and trade barriers causing these unsustainable trade deficits against the United States. This deficit is a major threat to our economy and indeed our national security.
Bro, break it down quickly, yeah, for someone that's like, because I'm hearing the word tariff the whole time. Now I'm thinking, hey, maybe I might not know the meaning of this word. What do they mean when they say tariff?
Tariff. So when it comes to tariff, man, you know that it's a simple example as your parking tariff because you are charged to
So tariff is like a fee.
It's a fee. It's a system of government imposed, right? Duties levied on imported or exported goods. So those goods that we trade with the US, because we are big traders on
maize.
Yes, on maize.
Oh,
if we give the US the maize,
Yeah.
there's a certain percentage that the US will charge, right?
So they're going to add that percentage on top of the 30.
Yes. So it's rates, it's fees, or the prices that you are charged for importing or exporting goods into that country. So let me say you are trying to sell this brochure
So I'm
for
America.
£5.
I'm America.
Yeah.
You're South Africa.
Yes, you are America.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to gain profit, obviously, by bringing this to your country to say, no, you know what? This is what I'm offering. Sell it for me.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, it's fine. There's a certain percentage that I am going to take from any profits made in this product.
Yeah.
Right? This product costs R5. Then you're like, okay, on that R5, maybe 2%. Maybe 2% is like 2 rands of whatever that I make. So each and every money that I make, you take 2 rands from this. So Trump feels like South Africa is bringing more goods into the country more than it's buying.
Okay.
You know, because there are a lot of things. We give them some of in the automotive industry. We give them car parts. You know, we trade car parts with them, and we also get gas from them. Petrol. We call it petrol this side.
Yeah.
Right. So those tariffs. That's why they are fighting with China. He was like, I don't know how the percentage how much it is right now because there was a fight. You know,
the US and China.
Yeah, remember we spoke about it.
Yeah, like 2020, 30, 35.
So they're like,
it's like
a bidding war, boy.
Let's see what
135%.
Right? Yeah,
that's crazy.
So for a lot of companies right here, they argue that, you know what, man. Because I remember this pressing that I was watching, the law firms Cliff Deck and Hofmeyer at Deloitte, they hosted a panel discussion in Johannesburg on the impact of geopolitical and geo-economic shifts on local corporates. The meeting came after that 30% tariff was proposed to say this is subjected to 300,000 people losing their jobs. If this is going to be effective on the 1st of July.
Yeah.
People are going to lose their jobs because now companies are going to be paying more money.
And obviously they also can't afford to be doing that. Yeah.
So people are going to lose their jobs to say, okay, guys, we need to retrench some of the people. So
it was nice having you here. I have to
Spin
retrench
City.
you.
Oh, wow. Excuse you.
Yeah.
Spin City comes through right there on YouTube saying Ford has a plant in SA. We supply Europe. The question is, we are not importing. Therefore, duties and tax should not apply. Where does the money go since motorists are charged import money? This is daylight robbery.
Hey. Are we not importing? Are we not importing really though?
That's what it says. That's why Ramaphosa is like, no, Mr. Trump, whatever information you're getting is inaccurate.
It's not the one.
It's not the one, right? But yeah, we're hoping that this will work out as BRICS is now here. Not BRICS, but the G20. You know, the
G20 summit, yeah.
is coming closer in November. We're going to be hearing about a lot of political moves, geopolitical, and what is happening around the world.
Yeah,
finances,
man.
economy, jobs being created.
G20, man.
Hey, bro, look at me speaking on politics. A month ago, I didn't know anything about politics.
Look at your life, Steve.
Hey, bro, what's going on, dog?
It's the Vooka Breakfast Show, man.
Hey.
You're so voogie.
There's a lot.
Now you're like this.
There's a lot of information that,
man.
We just needed to give people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we're going to end. Before we take a break, man, the question is our big question, perhaps. Should South Africa be playing nice, or do we start pushing back and building stronger ties with BRICS and African markets instead? That is the question. Just let me know right there on the comment section on what you think. To say, are we supposed to say, Mr. Trump, can we please renegotiate these terms of the tariff that you're currently
make me president, we fighting.
Yeah, man.
This is Sparta.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, let's kick down the doors, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let us know right there on the comment section, man. Or you can send us a voice note on 0604933226. 0604933226. 19 minutes past 8. It is at the time. Right now, we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we're going to give you your daily bread. And it's something interesting that we have to discuss right here. So don't go anywhere. Stay warm.
Yes, sir.
This is Ted, the Wild Irish Comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday. Well, yeah, some people lost memory. Yes. Wow.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swell Appeal Tours.
Hey family.
Hi.
My name is Tisiga Mazbugo Shabalala.
My name is Muketi Maimane.
My name is
Whether you're a group of
Musi
friends or
Miss.
a
My
family
name is
looking for a
Ketsu
memorable
Ketsu
getaway,
on the
Swell Appeal
Vooka
Tours has you
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from
Our
7
all-inclusive
a.m. to
tours
10
take you
a.m.
to
This
South
is where
Africa's
we are
most
going to
stunning
have our
destinations,
topical
from the scenic
discussion
beauty of
featuring
Bushland to the vibrant
various
life of
experts
Gauteng
from
and the coastal
different
charm of
fields.
Durban.
We're going to take care of you, and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now, I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Yes, still watching your favorite morning epic show right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man.
Yes, sir.
It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. And speaking of positivity, it's things that we have been speaking about. Some of the changes that are happening in our country. Are you happy? And are you really relieved that some of the things are happening to put us in a chaos whereby the country can be united to come up with solutions? Because the country is sick on itself. And speaking of sick, some of us have this influenza.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are dying, man. You guys are dying. I'm the only survivor that's going to be here. Yeah, you know that movie by Will Smith?
Oh, yes. I am legend.
Yeah, I am the legend in this case.
Oh, please.
And then I have Busisi Wamlojo right there on YouTube saying, good morning. Very good morning to you, Busisi.
Good morning. Good morning, mama. Good morning, mama.
Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it.
Mama, I made it.
Good to have you, Ma. And I hope that you're going to enjoy the rest of the show with us. TC, I think you have something for us, man.
Yes, man. Since it's a Wellness Wednesday and we've been talking about people being sick and the flu, something to do with our food food this time. Astral Foods is the first in SA to vaccinate against bird flu. So there have been reports going that there is a strain or a case of bird flu that has emerged, and the country's largest integrated poultry producer, Astral Foods, is the first company to receive permission to begin vaccinating chickens against bird flu. So the company announced in a media statement that Dr. Mpomaja, director of the animal health at the Department of Agriculture, has issued a permit for the company to begin vaccinating chickens on a breeding farm in Gauteng. And of course, CEO Gary Arnold says the chickens on the farm represent about 5% of the company's total breeding stock. Vaccinations will begin within the next few days. And of course, given the global increase in bird flu infections, the commencement of vaccination represents a necessary step to ensure food security as well as the protection of jobs in South Africa, says CEO Gary Arnold. And of course, the approval is a major step towards the fight against bird flu and reinforces Astral's leading role in responsible poultry production. So,
hey, bro.
Man.
Vaccinate these chicks before they get us sick.
Wow, Steve.
Hey, man, I mean, these outbreaks, man, because some of the people have complex health issues, man.
Yeah, so there's an H5 strain that has been going around.
H5 strain.
Yeah, H5. So there's one the one strain of flu that has been going around that I read about recently was called H5N1. It's a certain strain.
H5N1.
Yeah, H5N1.
Avian influenza.
Hey,
so,
bro.
Yeah, so now this one is the H5 strain. So the chickens are going to be vaccinated against the strain.
Yeah.
And of course, Astral Food says that it's a commercial vaccine supplied by an international manufacturer that will be used.
Very interesting,
Yeah, man. Let's
you
get
know,
the chickens vaccinated,
that,
man.
The World Health Organization, man, is keeping up with making sure that research is being made into what is straining, man, some of these animals out there, and of course these outbreaks can lead into getting into humans.
The bird flu, especially.
Bird flu. Well, we remember when there was swine flu, bird. Guys. Yeah. These flus are coming out, and they're coming out strong.
Next thing you know, we've got beef flu now. Everyone's beefing.
We are beefing.
Well, there was the most that foot and mouth
Oh
disease. Yes,
the
that
beef.
with all the beef.
I think these kind of things, for me personally, I think the more we learn about them, the more we just getting closer to them. Because you're like, hey, there was this flu that they spoke about, and once you get to know the flu, the next thing you are coughing.
Actually, he is right, because it's like a scientific fact that atoms that are observed.
Oh wow!
Hey, so atoms that are observed, bro. It changes the process of the atom. Yeah. So if you observe something, it changes whatever it was doing. So we're observing the flu now. We're gonna get flu.
Yeah,
so,
and I just love that the World Health Organization on their channel, man, they launched a bold push to raise health taxes and save millions of lives, right? Who participants in global nuclear emergency exercise and Suriname certified malaria-free by WHO, and who actively responds to anthrax epidemic in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So there's this bold bold push to raise the health taxes to make sure that the people, are healthy and wealthy.
Yeah, well, and I mean, it's a Wellness Wednesday right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show this morning. Why do I keep, or is it like some Russian in me is trying to come out? Like, how my tongue, I don't know.
To prosper, to make sure that you are well served.
So apparently this so the vaccine is already used elsewhere in the world where a vaccination strategy against bird flu is allowed. So it is therefore not a vaccine against the H7 strain, which was the strain that caused billions of rands in losses in the north of the country in 2023. So that is when we first remember in 2023 when bird flu was also
outbreak.
There was an outbreak of bird flu. So, but this is now the H5. It's not the H7 that was the one that caused those billions of rands and losses in that year, in 2023. So the H5 strain is the current disease risk, both internationally and in South Africa.
Wait, man, I'm confused now. Is the H5 a vaccine or the...
No, it's the strain of flu.
Okay.
Yes.
H5N1 avian influenza.
Yes.
Right.
We die.
So the outbreak poses a threat to South Africa's poultry industry, as you mentioned, which was hit by the similar outbreaks in recent years, 2023, leading to culling and trade restriction. Authorities are implementing containment measures to prevent further spread. So, yes, man, we just hope that people in that field, researchers and doctors are working so hard, man, to make sure that this does not spread further, because we know, man, this flu, whatever bird flu, we don't want any flu, man. Bro, any flu that's bad to human beings, please.
And right now, obviously, chicken is the most consumed meat in the country because it's the one that is affordable right now, given, the economy. So it would really also be quite a grave thing to happen to South Africa, because it would be yet another, pandemic if people were to get, infected with this bird flu. And of course, since the vaccine is not even, is not widely available at the moment, it's still, being rolled out. It would scream disaster, because we don't want another
chaos, bro.
And now we having to have lockdowns or restrictions. And I mean, like I'm saying, right now in the country, chicken is the most consumed because it's the most affordable meat.
If we do have a lockdown, let's stay in studio. Get locked down in studio.
So the government has not yet reported any human cases. However, the public is being urged to avoid contact with sick or dead birds and to report unusual poultry death to veterinary services. Right. So let's keep it healthy, Mzansi, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. That is what we are encouraging all of you, because now it's still school holidays, and we know that those kids of yours, when they see a dead bird, they want to eat it. So you should give them also that education. Hey, man, there's something bad that's happening.
It's like a thing when you're playing.
And then,
you
killing
kids.
Nah, these kids, I doubt these kids still do that, eh?
Yeah, they don't play outside like
No, bro. They've got phones now. They do this. We were doing this.
Tina, we grew up, bro, stealing maize milk from home, taking a tin of baked beans.
You're stealing maize.
Yeah, because we were cooking.
We were playing.
We started cooking. I started cooking when I was 5, my guy.
When I'm working, so you and your friends never went bird catching.
Hey man, we went hunting.
Yes,
with the dogs, Mo.
With the greyhounds, hunting for rabbits, and
you're lying. I don't believe you.
Why don't you believe Mo, bro? Why don't you believe Mo? Mo, tell her.
I was telling Obanele, like last week, Uguti, we went hunting, man. While I was still living in Slovo, because so we are just exposed to the veld right there. So there's a lot of rabbits out there, and also it's there's this animal, man. Though these animals that keep on being like, it's different name because Zulu people have their names and Tswana people have their names.
How does it look?
So it looks like a rabbit, ne? It has a sharp nose and has dots
around the nose.
Yeah,
a mole.
No.
Wow, man.
Close.
It's a hare. Isn't it a wild hare? I just know, wild hare. Hare.
Let me see how a hare look like.
I think we're laughing because it's not easy to actually catch a mole. A mole lives underground. It's not a fan of sunlight.
Rabbits also live underground. What you mean?
Which rabbit is?
Some moles do what?
Yes, this wild hare.
Some moles live on people's faces.
This one, you see, it's a wild hare.
This
so
one,
I was right.
this one. Some of them they have, some.
Oh
dots.
yeah.
Yeah, these are some of the things we were exposed to when we go hunting, right? For rabbits, out there. So we went there, man. We did these things. We had this childhood thing of ours, right? But yeah, guys, please, man, stay safe. Avoid dead animals on the road.
It's a giant rabbit.
Yeah, if you see any dead animals, please report to your
the
nearest
healthcare.
Yeah. And then Refila saying #Vooka Breakfast Show, #Vooka Mahle. Hey, Vooka gang, this flu is not the flu we are used to because why is my voice sounding like a skinned chicken?
Your voice is sounding like a skinny chicken.
Wow.
Skinned chicken.
Skinned
chicken. How does a skinned chicken sound like?
It's dead, Mus.
So her voice is dead.
Maybe she's like, it's gone.
She's referring to, after like when you like literally in the process of like slaughtering a chicken, how the vocal cords die out.
Yeah.
So hence the skin chicken part goes like, it's very hot. You heard her yesterday, bruh.
Slaughtered.
She said she sounds like a skinned chicken.
Yeah,
so the slaughtering is long done.
Yeah, the slaughtering is done. The head is off, chopped. But it's fine. If we don't understand, then we'll let it go.
Hey, forget about it.
Right? Yeah, man. As promised that we're going to be going through some of our daily bread right here on the Breakfast Show. But before we do that, man, as promised that we're going to be joined by Miss Mpokumalo. Mpokumalo is a mental wellness counselor and a therapist with expertise in family and community psychology. She is passionate about relationship and importance holistic wellness in the journey of life. She has over 15 years of experience in the field working with youth to the older adult. Through her work with the marginalized communities in our country, she has gained a distinctive understanding of the complex needs of individuals who have been impacted by historic trauma and socio-economic disadvantages. So just like that, man, this time, remember that your mind is like a garden. What you plant today will harvest tomorrow.
Yeah,
right? She will be with us. So it's a conversation that you do not want to miss right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So please don't go anywhere. And speaking of not going anywhere, man, you know that in terms of history, you were robbed. Ms. Nzimande did not do justice to you, but we are here to give you some of the things that you never knew existed, right? Maybe some of them you're going to recognize and say, yeah, man, I know this, and this is my 2 cents on what you have just read, right? So starting off with the first one, some of the things that happened historically. In 1991, South Africa readmitted to Olympics. After decades of exclusion due to apartheid, South Africa was officially readmitted to the Olympic movement on the 9th of July 1991, marking a pivotal moment in the nation's reintegration into global sport. The International Olympic Committee lifted the ban after South Africa abolished key apartheid laws, unified its sports bodies on a non-racial basis, and gained support from African nations. This allowed South African athletes to compete again at the 1992 Summer Olympics in Barcelona, their first appearance since 1916. Right? And then on the next one, 2,000 police fire tear gas at fence during a World Cup qualifying soccer game between Zimbabwe and South Africa, setting off a stampede that killed 12 people in Harare in Zimbabwe. On this day, July 2000, tragedy struck during a World Cup qualifying match in Harare when police fired tear gas into a packed stadium crowd after fans began throwing bottles onto the pitch following South Africa's second goal. The panic triggered a stampede that killed 12 people, including children, and injured many more. A later investigation blamed the police for overreacting and using tear gas indiscriminately in enclosed areas, causing chaos among 60,000 spectators. The match was abandoned, but South Africa 2-0 was upheld. I know how this feels, man, because one of the things that qualification to the World Cup grants you, I'm a dollar, bruh.
Dollars and dollars and dollars.
I don't blame the fans, man, because when right now the Club World Cup, teams are getting hundreds and hundreds of $1 million just by progressing or just by participating in the tournament, just by going in the tournament.
Man of the match, 30 million.
Understand? So this causes a lot of frustration to say, no way, man. What? Mzansi? No. You guys are our neighboring country.
Man.
We need to fight, But yeah, that was a tragedy that took place right there. And then the last one, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams repaired a heart wound in 1893. Without modern medicine, an early triumph in surgical history and bravery. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams made history in 1893 by performing a daring heart operation on James Cornish, a man stabbed in the chest. Operating without antibiotics, blood transfusion, or advanced tools, William sutured the protective SAC around the heart and let a small nick in the heart muscle heal naturally. A groundbreaking feat that helped redefine surgical possibilities.
Wow. That's brave of him, eh?
That's a dead man's chest right there.
Hey.
Do you know Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes.
Dead man's chest.
I saw that.
The chest of Davy Jones.
Oh, okay, on the Black
That's how I
Pearl.
want to dedicate my love to the person that I love.
Yes,
Cut out my
cut,
heart.
give her your heart, boy.
Give her.
Yeah.
And she lose it.
Yeah.
Girls are
She'll use
killers.
it, she'll sit on it, boy.
Wow, girls are killers. Did you just say that?
Girls are
Yeah,
killers.
yeah.
Wow.
Chicks.
You lose my heart. It's like, where's my heart?
Bro, that's
Where's
why.
my heart?
That's why before you give the chicks your heart, bro, vaccinate them first, dog. Vaccinate them first.
Wow.
Right, and then that's all for history. And then heading over to the inventions, man. One of the inventions that were made and that we have for today is camera phones.
Wow.
Crazy.
Right, the first true camera phone, Sharp's JSH04, debuted in 2000, allowing users to take and share photos digitally, revolutionizing communication, journalism, and social media. Philip Kahn's 1997 prototype inspired this innovation, transforming how we capture life's moments.
Yeah, man.
Dope.
We were talking about how, I'm a 2K, maybe the flip phone.
Oh, so this is the J phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that.
It looks nice.
Yeah, bro. I remember these ones. I used to steal this phone from my uncle. Yeah, I used to steal it from my uncles.
And then do what with it?
Play games on it. What you mean?
Like kids and playing games on your
Bro,
phone.
but here's the question though.
Games on your phone?
What do they mean by true camera? First true camera.
Yeah, I was about to say, because when I was in high school, there's a boy that once came with a Sony Ericsson.
Yeah, I remember those.
So it was a color display. However, with that color display, we connected a module
to it.
Yeah, so it's like it comes with a camera module.
Okay.
So it's like a separate piece that you attach underneath.
Oh.
And then you can take pictures. So I think this is the first embedded.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Very interesting, man. JS, whatever. We know what J4, man. What's this, man? But it's a great invention, man, because it revolutionized, social media and journalism out there.
Yeah,
right?
No, definitely, Mo. Of course, you know what? The part of this segment that Mo enjoys the most. How the calendar, how many days left of the year?
Hey.
The number of days that we are into 2025 on the Gregorian calendar. Today is the 190th day of the year, and it would have been the 150th the 191st day in a leap year. And of course, it's the number of days remaining. There are 175 days of 2025 remaining. And of course, the weeks that we have left of this year, we've only got 24 weeks, guys.
Crazy.
24 weeks.
Big bro. Quickly, please quickly check on the African calendar where we would have been, on which day this day would have been.
Which African calendar? The African Kemetic calendar.
Yeah.
The one where we've got 13 months.
Yes. Is that the Kemetic or the Julian?
Julia.
That's the Kemetic.
Kemetic/Julian calendar.
No.
Guys, he 9 Zaga July. 2025.
2025. As per the Gregorian calendar.
No, it can't be an African Gregorian. I mean, it wouldn't make sense. What do you mean African Gregorian or Julian?
This one came from Gregory.
But Gregory is not African.
He's not African.
Yeah, so it's an African calendar.
So it can't be a Gregorian African calendar.
Yeah. So I'm right in saying African calendar, right? Yeah.
Yes, Zini. But then today it's an interesting day.
What are we celebrating?
A national, an international day that it is today. It's Fashion Day.
Today's Fashion Day.
Yes.
Fazione.
Yes. It's Fashion Day. So Fashion Day is there you go.
Fashion Day, man. The steez, man. The drip, man.
Just hold on.
You're just showing here your pictures, man.
Steve is like showing me other things here.
What am I showing you, TC? What am I showing you, TC? I'm showing you the fashion, bro.
Well, okay, yeah.
Focus.
So Fashion Day, celebrated on July 9th, is a lively tribute to individuality and self-expression through clothing and style. Originating in 2016 via grassroots social media efforts, it encourages people to break free from mainstream fashion norms and embrace their unique aesthetic. So, 2024, but we are not in 2024. But the 2024 theme was sustainable elegance, and it highlighted economic conscious choices and ethical production, making it not just a celebration of creativity, but also a call for mindful fashion. I mean, of course, Sebenza Waste is going to have Upcycle Week. So upcycling, upcycle fashion has become like quite popular these days.
It's been with thrifting, man. We thrifting,
and
bro.
Thrift, man.
Yeah, that's upcycling, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, how would you what is your aesthetic, Steve?
Right now, let me show you.
Hey, bro. Ton jeans.
Homeless Steve. Unemployed Steve.
Look here. This is called. As we're saying, we're upcycling, right? I'm bringing back the torn jeans era. You know, hoodie under, rather the sweatshirt. You know, I'm looking rather dapper, man. Dapper skater vibes. You know.
Y'all know I love my Martens.
Yeah.
You know, my Doc Martens, my platform boots.
Yeah.
You know, I love black. And I'm all about, you know.
I've been a dying fan of sportswear, man. You know, that's
why.
I
know you. Sportswear. You very athleisure.
Yeah. You know what you should wear, bro.
Yo, Nazro.
Nike Tech Fleece, bro. Fleece, bro.
You know, I used to rock tracksuits back in the days, man.
Yeah.
Because I loved, one of the best brands I loved was Puma, you know. Every time, you know.
You still rocking it.
Yeah, man. You know, when it comes to tracksuits and comes to shoes, I would have, you know, I wanted to also have, you know, and own Nike and Adidas tracksuits, man, because they've been making good tracksuits from, you know, day one. Since day one, Adidas and Nike, they have never. But yeah, man, Fashion
Week, man. Fashion Week.
Can I ask TC a question, right?
What?
Yeah.
Do you think all guys should wear track pants? Or there's some that can't, or...
Why are you asking me this question?
Answer the question. Answer the
question.
Onto the ask.
You know, there are some guys that shouldn't wear track pants.
Track pants. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Anyway,
Just because
exposure.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So
Hey, you and the DPs, bro. Leave the DPs alone, bro. Damn TC, damn TC.
You are
But
exposing
one
what
thing
God
that you
is
guys
giving
didn't
you.
know about me was that I was interviewed on a podcast about thrift.
Okay.
So because I love distinct thrift pieces, and of course, I love like vintage pieces, like this one I'm wearing underneath here.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to steal this
like
from you,
this-
dog.
this
I want to steal
Lacoste,
this from you, dog.
You know, sweater. It's very vintage. This is from
But
my mom's closet.
Yeah, this looks like you know,
Very vintage.
It's
Yeah.
something
Cardigan,
that
bro. It's a
women-
cardigan, bro. Remember, when was the last time you seen a
vintage
cardigan, bro?
I
mean, this is nice.
Yeah, it's like
you want this?
vintage piece.
This one
So with-
specifically because this looks like it's written women. Man.
Wow.
There's a
Like,
lot
honestly.
of, bro. I can trust me. I
If
can
you
make
know-
this look nice.
That's
Trust
what
me.
Fashion Day is about.
Trust me.
Literally just wearing
And also-
things differently and,
And looking like
expressing
a
yourself.
woman.
Self-expression.
No, not looking like
No,
a woman. What do you mean, bro?
self-expression,
What do you mean, bro?
No,
no.
self-expression is the word of
This
the
man. I'm not Young Thug, okay? I can't be wearing skirts, okay?
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if
Aye,
that's
aye,
like
you
your
see?
thing.
No. For
Like
me, it's
kilts,
wrong, bro.
It's also a cultural thing.
It's
What do you
their
mean? Because
culture.
in Zulu,
It's their culture.
ibheshu yini?
Ibheshu,
Ibheshu yini?
akusisiketi.
Yini ibheshu?
No, akusisiketi ibheshu.
Okay, Mara,
How you gonna get the Zulu people mad? You tell them they're wearing skirts.
A ibheshu is not a
Zulu, they can't
skirt.
get mad.
Are you Zulu?
Yes, they can't get mad.
Are you 100% Zulu?
Yes,
Okay.
Wow.
they can't get mad.
Okay.
We watched there's this lady who does costumes designed for Shaka Ilembe.
Yeah.
I remember they speaking already, they made G-strings, whatever. That's
Yeah.
another one. But
They made what?
G-strings.
Strings for
So
men,
the G-
for men.
The G's were wearing G-strings.
Mina ngikhule babi kunento yayazithanga.
But why? Why? Wait, why?
No, I mean it's for, you know, to look unique and
Unique.
look close to what, you know, back in the day.
Are they bro? No.
Yeah, but ibheshu, guys, it's not a skirt.
It's a skirt, boy.
Not,
It's a
man,
skirt.
because it has these
Big bro, please show the
skin,
beshu skirt.
It's not, guys.
I'm 100% sure. If you go on Google and
That's why I
then
get
type
it.
beshu skirt.
This fashion.
When ibheshu, like, what is it? I get it in design. When it comes
Let's-
to fashion,
let's
there's
find out
design. I
quickly.
get it. So what is it?
It's
What would you
Look at
call
this.
it?
Look at this.
Animal skin, what? Clothing.
Outfit.
Yeah, outfit, man. It's an animal skin
But
outfit.
what
It's not
kind
a
of
skirt.
item of clothing is
It's
it?
not a skirt. I don't need to get some like how like
You
how
see,
does this sound?
Zulu
man?
skirt name.
Nah, look here. So I typed on Google
No,
Zulu
no,
skirt
no.
for men, and the first image is what, TC?
Ibheshu.
No, man. You know, Google will always because one thing about Google, I like it. They know us. Give them.
Give them.
You can't always say, hey, there's no result.
But this does look like a skirt, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Ibheshu.
No, guys, that's why I get your. Sometimes fashion wants men to look like women.
Why?
No, man, that's not fashion, man.
Like, so you would never
There's
roll
fashion for
like
men.
those guys that rock crops, man. I like that.
Crop
Like
what? Wait,
top.
crop what?
Like the crop top.
Crop
The
tees.
The crop tee. And
Yes,
the
crop tees.
hoodie.
I do that.
Yeah.
And men
Crop-
showing
let
his
me show-
belly button.
No, not like that. So for men, hey man, let me stand up.
Yeah,
Again.
man. Back in the
Bro,
when they used to
so
wear,
look here.
there was an era when
Look here.
they
You
used to
see,
wear
you
crop
see,
tees.
you see how long this thing is, yeah? Imagine this is a t-shirt. So a cropped one would be along the lines where you'd
It's
see a
small.
belt. Like you'd see, yeah, it'd be here.
No, Ilana.
Like where? No
It's a
TC. No,
lateral,
no,
it's a
no
lateral
TC.
cropped. It's
Aye,
almost, for
man.
example, Steve, look
No,
at this.
guys,
Do
no,
you see where my
no,
jacket ends?
no. You
It's a
cannot. You
lateral
will not
crop
tell me
top,
about men's
belly
fashion.
That's what I'm
button
telling
out
you.
there,
You will not
showing
tell me about
with
men's
a
fashion,
vest.
bruh. You're
Yeah,
a female.
don't just look cool though.
You're a female.
Don't just look cool though. Like don't.
Ah,
just
that one
look
is for the
cool.
gay community, bro.
Ah, why?
Wait, let me see. Let me show the people.
It's what I'm trying to tell you that today's fashion. That's what.
Hey guys,
that's
let's
what
Kid Cudi
men-
wore one and
Kid
he looked cool.
Cudi is gay.
Are you serious?
Did you know that?
He's gay. Sam Smith is gay.
But it looks cool.
Aye, not this one.
Let me see.
Kid Cudi.
Would you let your partner wear that?
Yeah, good question. Good question.
No,
Why are you guys like this?
Would you let
Yes.
Would you
I
let him
would.
wear that?
I would.
bro, look at that, bro.
No,
Now
I
that-
would.
She searched the one for the gay people,
Guys.
bro.
like a man is not allowed to show his
He
belly
can.
button.
He can show
No,
his midriff,
guys.
especially if it
Where I
looks
come
good.
from, men are not allowed to show
Okay,
their
what
belly
about
button.
those ones? That
Would,
that
like,
era
if you're
when
wearing
men used to
something-
wear like
Ah,
mesh.
yeah, yeah.
Like
mesh-
this. This
those
is the one I'm
mesh
talking
t-shirts.
about, boy. The first image that you see there.
No,
That's
but
the
you
one I'm
see
talking about.
here-
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is Chris
that's
Brown
crop.
style.
Yeah.
Chris Brown likes to, yeah.
That's
Not a belly
proper.
button.
Not the belly
But
button.
not here. Either you go fully topless.
Yo, bruh.
Aye, my feet. No, we can't be wearing crop tops as men, man. Mm-mm.
Okay, I see.
No. Yeah, it's fashion day. We
Tanda,
understand it's
what do
fashion
you
day,
like
guys.
there?
And that's the thing. Would you let your partner wear this?
I would.
Nah, never. Kabanga.
Why not?
D. I swear.
AOT. AOT, what you have to say about that one?
Yeah. And then what does it say? What does it say right there on fashion?
Like-
Fashion day.
And I already
You've done-
did
Yeah,
fashion
yeah, yeah,
day.
yeah.
Oh, so Spin
But
City
then-
comes through, say, Banele used to love Reebok. Oh,
Oh,
Reebok
yeah,
is
yeah.
the best. I wonder what happened over the years. He was cultish.
Hey, wow.
mean,
There's an actual store called Cult-ish.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
It gives crop tees also.
I don't know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Reebok, man, Reebok, they came back with a classic. I still want
Oh,
that
yes.
shoe, man.
Oh,
the one that
yes.
AKA was promoting.
Oh, I see that one.
Yeah,
That's
man.
dope.
Yeah.
You know what's weird, nah? I love fashion, bro. I love fashion with all of my heart, bro. All of my heart, nah? But have you ever seen me rock anything label? Like I'm talking here and here. You
Except
won't.
for your shoes, yeah.
Yeah, except, bruh, don't point out my shoes.
No, I'm just I get what you said. Have I ever seen? And I'm like, okay. Except
So
for
I'm
your
trying
shoes.
to get what I'm trying to get to is this: is fashion the label or is it the
It's not the
aesthetic?
label. Yeah,
It's the
like,
aesthetic.
it's the aesthetic, man.
Yes.
You know, like
Style, the
knowing
way
how
you
to
wear.
combinate, man. Like,
Yeah, the
there are
combos
people,
need to
there are
communicate.
people who know how to
Ooh,
wear.
Right.
like
Like
Ricky Rick,
What did your
man.
friend say?
Yo.
Long live Ricky Rick, hey?
Your friend,
Which friend?
Nico.
Nico Williams.
Nico Willoughby.
What did he say?
When?
There was a quote, maybe he
There
said.
was a quote, man, about fashion. Fashion is and style is.
Oh, fashion is what you wear, but style is how you wear it.
Dope.
Yo,
Dope.
fashion is what you wear.
Style is
Style
how
you wear it.
Fashion
Yeah,
is
man.
what, style is
There are
how.
people, man, like effortlessly feel like, dog.
Yo.
I'm wearing 6,500. But we're now with thrift, 20 rands. But
And
you
I'm
look,
still looking
You
nice.
look good. You look
understand.
cool.
Yeah.
You look.
Because that's the thing about when it comes to fashion. A lot of people think that, the more the clothing is expensive, the more it's going to look good on you. Can't they? No, man. What's for Rihanna is for Rihanna.
Yeah, let Rihanna be with the
Don't do
Fenty.
Leave it alone.
Is it the Fendi or
Leave
Fenty?
it- It's Fenty.
Yeah.
Penty.
Fenty.
Temptingly coming through saying a very good morning, team. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show on a Wednesday morning. Take care and be blessed. Vooka team and the Vooka Nation. Hashtag
it.
happy Wednesday. We are being taken care of, all right? Yeah.
Ginger
wait for something
tea,
that
man.
Did you put sugar in this, man?
Ginger tea. It's so
there's
nice.
a lot of sugar. Ooh.
Beautiful night. I think it
It's
tastes
a lot of
nice.
sugar. Yeah, it's nice. Our remedy for today, man.
Ginger
so that
tea,
we
it's
can
very
keep,
good for you.
We can chase this flu away. Influenza.
Chase it away, guys.
HN51
Chase it away.
AVN. What do we have for today? What are we celebrating once again?
Yeah, we also have another day that we are celebrating today, National Dimples Day. So National Dimples Day, also celebrated on the 9th of July, is a cheerful tribute to the charming facial indentations that light up smiles and add personality to expressions. Founded in 2022 by Graceful Grady, the day honors all types of dimples, from cheek and chin to the dimples of Venus on the lower back. I have those. They look beautiful. I love them.
We don't care.
Oh, Wow, Stephen. There's some people who do, okay, and encourages people to embrace their unique features. With only 20 to 30% of the populations having dimples, the celebration highlights. Oh my word. Highlights their rarity and cultural significance, often linked to beauty, luck, and charisma. Yeah, some people
Dimples,
actually
guys.
have to go and buy a bobose to have dimples.
Oh yeah, they call that. What do they call it again? You should know.
Why?
You're
why would
female.
you
You're
think I
female.
would
You're
know?
female.
No,
You're female.
Stop doing that.
Yeah,
Wena.
you guys put them
Is it
diamonds.
similar to dentures? Like
Black China also has this.
Yeah.
People
It's dentures.
People would also sometimes, like, I know my mom says it was a thing in her day where they would go and like burn like these two dots here.
Now
so
that's
that you can look like you have dimples.
that's what we're talking about now. So now it's not burning, but you implant.
You put in
a diamond.
Yeah, diamonds. Like Black China. Black China has them. Rob Kardashian. Rob Jenner. Sorry, I did I just say Rob Kardashian.
Rob Kardashian, but
But it is Black China.
Black China. Who's Black China?
Yeah.
No, but still, she had them, and those dimples of
it's this
Venus
lady.
that some women have above here on their lower
Dimples.
back. Yeah, it's called dimples of
Yeah,
Venus.
boy. Have you never seen one of
You've
those,
never
boy?
seen them? They're nice. I have them.
You've never seen them.
No.
You've never seen them.
No, how?
Yo, bro, you're not living, bro. You're not living, bro.
Hi, bro.
Yo, so that's Black China, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Black China after she removed, but in her.
But she still has dimples.
Yeah, but that's because she had because she had those piercings for a long time. She had them, yeah. Oh, Black China.
Mo, bro.
But
you have to experience.
There are people who like, okay, so is there anyone that dimples don't look good on them?
I think so. I haven't seen them, but I think so.
Do you know? If you haven't seen
I mean,
one, why would
they should be. I mean, not everything can look good on everyone.
you see? I used to think John Travolta has that butt chin. I call it a butt chin.
What?
The dimple that's here on your chin.
Oh.
Yeah, then it looks like.
It looks like someone did this. You know, my mom has that.
Yeah, so I call it a butt
Don't
chin.
call it a butt chin, bro.
Why?
Respect it. You can't be calling it a butt chin. My mom has that, bro.
John Travolta had. Oh, John Travolta.
Yo,
man.
way.
Back in the day of Grease, when he did Grease, those are the Grease days.
But apparently, this is attractive to you guys.
What
Yeah, it
John?
is.
What does the
Yeah.
butt dimple?
No, I
Yeah,
know the
no,
but
not-
what?
The chin, like the split chin.
Split chin.
You guys love it.
Yo, there's
Why are you keeping quiet, bro? Speak for the ladies.
Why must I speak for the ladies? You want me to generalize?
Even Antoina went for
lie.
surgery.
Who, Angelina?
Angelina Jolie.
What
man.
surgery?
You know, for what do you call it? She went for a chin and for her.
Oh, cheeks.
Yes, her cheeks.
Hey, these chicks are making the cheeks, man. Hey, yeah.
I swear. Wait, I really.
But yeah, I reckon that there are types of dimples.
Types of dimples, for real.
Like, do we have types of dimples?
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't know, man. This dimple stuff, bro. I don't know, bro. Well,
All
do
you
we
know
have?
is that
Do
there's
we
a
have?
DJ Dimples, and that's all you.
Hey,
know.
bro, that's it. And I thought when you said it's National Dimples Day, I'm thinking it was DJ Dimples Day today.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
but is there different types of dimples though?
I get it. Well, I just.
the dimples can only. So you guys are telling me that it can also be.
boy.
Yeah, they call dimples of Venus here.
Boy, they
I
look.
have them.
Bro, you know what you must do?
Wait, maybe
And I'm
I've
not
seen
gonna
them
show them
and I
to you,
didn't
make
pay
it easy.
attention.
No,
because there are a lot
no,
of things
no.
that we see, and then you're like, no, man, I can't make research.
No, this one you can see it and you will never not unsee it.
Aye, bro. There are a lot of things we miss.
So okay, do this, yeah. When you get home.
Aye, no. I just have a feeling that this won't go the way I want it to go. When you get home,
Listen.
no, I just want to rest.
Ask your girl about it. She'll tell you.
Yeah.
What?
The dimples on her
doesn't
back.
know.
What if she doesn't have them?
Naha, no,
though? 'Cause,
Makata-
Oh,
all
not
of
it.
them.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Okay, well,
the thing, not everyone.
I've been privileged enough to see a whole lot of those dimples in my lifetime.
That's the thing. You ask someone and like I went.
Stevie.
No, I'm just
Right.
saying.
So we were looking into Fashion Day, and of course it's National Dimples Day. And now we're heading over to looking into who are some of the celebrities are growing up today, right?
Yes.
The celebrity
Yeah, man.
birthdays. So the first one that we have is Tom Hanks. Right, born today,
Run,
1956.
Forrest, run.
And July 9th, turning and he's 69 years old. Interesting fact about him, he has won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor for Forrest Gump and A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Legendary actor who won back-to-back Academy Awards for Best Actor for his role in Philadelphia in 1993 and Forrest Gump in 1994. He has starred in many other classics, including Cast Away, The Green Mile, Saving Private Ryan, and Apollo 13 in 2019. He was cast as Mr. Rogers in the biopic A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And the one that they're missing is Captain Phillips.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Captain Phillips.
Yeah. So happy birthday
We don't
to
speak
Tom
the same language.
Hanks. And then the next one is Michel Musso. Born in 1991, today turning 34 years old. Interesting fact about him, his talent and charm have resonated with fans all across the globe, and he has a particularly strong following in Latin American countries. Recognized for his Disney Channel roles as Oliver Oaken in Hannah Montana, Jeremy Johnson in Phineas and Ferb, and King Brady in Pair of Kings. He was nominated for Young Artist Awards in 2004 and 2008.
Oh, so he did Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, man.
Phineas
I'm
and
shocked
Ferb.
also.
Phineas.
And I also loved Pair of Kings, man.
Yeah, Pair of Kings was the dopest.
Did you also watch that?
Yeah.
okay.
That means you also watched Drake and Josh.
No.
You didn't?
Like, yeah, about Drake and Josh.
Okay, cool. I watched it anyway.
And then the last one is Robert Capron. Born in 1998, turning 26 years old, Kay Capron played his on-screen mom in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. Child actor
yes.
best known for portraying best friend Rolly Jefferson in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid film franchise. He played Derek in Tarzan and Kyle in The Way Back. Happy birthday. So if anyone out there is growing and would like to celebrate their birthday, please do make sure that you send a shout out on our comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and let us help you celebrate your birthday. Still happy Wednesday. A lot is coming, and that's all for your birthday celebration.
Yeah, man.
And before we head over to a break, we know that we always improve our day-to-day spoken language, which is our vocabulary, of course, right? And that includes the word of the day that we have for us and how we can use it in our day-to-day life and basis, right? So our word for today is halcyon.
Nope.
No, that's not
That
the word.
was-
that
that
was
was
on Monday.
Monday's
It's actually
word.
it's halcyon.
Halcyon.
But that's Monday's word of the
It's
day.
Monday, so
yeah,
this
yeah.
one's past.
So
do we have a new one?
So yeah.
What's the new one?
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. The state
Yeah.
of equilibrium.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. in
Yeah,
the-
because
you
we
know.
are in the midweek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equilibrium.
Yeah, also
bro.
in the middle.
So word of the day is equilibrium. Yeah, man. How would you use that word in a sentence?
Matong Steven.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
So equilibrium. Oh, sorry, man. Meaning equilibrium is to wait. Let me just find the exact because I don't want to go off the top of my head.
And I'm not even sure if you can use equilibrium as same as homeostasis. Do you know homeostasis?
Yeah.
When you're because that's when your body reaches the state of equilibrium.
Yeah.
It's like the middle temperature.
Yeah. So
It's-
you can, but yeah. So yeah, you go ahead.
a state in which opposing forces or influences are balanced.
State of balance.
Balance, my
Yeah.
sister.
The task, in a sentence example, is the task is the maintenance of social equilibrium.
The what?
The task is the maintenance of social equilibrium.
Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple, right? Yeah, man. I stumbled over a rock and recovered my equilibrium, man. You know?
You stumbled a rock.
I stumbled over a rock and then I recovered my equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
Yeah.
I think everyone, when they're under pressure, they always try to reach for the state of equilibrium. When I'm under pressure, I try to reach the state of equilibrium.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Plus, I mean, it's
dope.
Wellness Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And we're about to go into Mind Basket.
Of course, man.
Equilibrium is definitely what we strive for.
Yeah.
What we strive for. So that is our word of the day. Just let us know how would you use that word of the day by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show right there on YouTube. We are live right there on YouTube. All you can do is to press the subscription button and share the live with your loved ones. Right,
sir.
5 minutes past 9, it is the time, and our guest is right here. After the break, she is going to be joining us, Mempo Kumalo, mental wellness counselor and therapist with expertise in family and community psychology. It's a conversation that you and I would want to learn a lot on it. Right? Let's take a short break, and then after the break, we get straight into the conversation. So don't go anywhere.
Hey family.
Hi.
My name is Tisiga Mazbugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Ketsu Mguni.
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom memory.
Wow.
This is Ted, the Wild Irish Comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellapil Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellapil Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Nine minutes past 9, it is the time. And welcome back. You're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. Right before the break, as I announced that Mempo Kumalo will be with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And yes, she is right here with us, looking beautiful. A very good morning to you. And how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm well. I'm very well. Thank you very much. I trust you are well.
I am, and I'm trying because I got flu. Right.
Okay.
That's why when you ask me a question, I'm like, what? Because my ears are kind of blocked. Right? So I just need to. But I am, getting there as much as other people are sick out there, but we're getting there. Thank you so much. And we are thrilled to have you right here on the Breakfast Show. And I know, TC, when it comes to Wednesday, man, when it comes to mindset, we think, we reflect. And most importantly, we grow.
True, man. It's another Wellness Wednesday right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, you know what that means. It's time for the Mind Basket, where we open up the conversation about mental health and emotional well-being. And of course, the power of healing. Today, we're diving into deep into the invisible load many South Africans carry: historic trauma and family dysfunction, community pressures, and of course, the daily stress of just surviving in a country still healing. So joining us is the powerhouse next to me in the mental wellness space, Mpokumalo, a family and community therapist, entrepreneur, and mother of 4 with over 15 years of experience, especially working in under-resourced communities. She brings a fresh, grounded, and compassionate voice to this conversation. Mpo, welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, thank you so much for being here with us to help us unpack the Mind Basket this morning. Starting with this first question, let's start here. You speak a lot about holistic wellness. Right. What does that really mean, especially for families and communities that are under pressure?
So holistic wellness, firstly, is a space that we are just learning now. It's always been there, but I think in our Black community it's something that we're not aware of. So what does that look like, or what do we look for when we're talking about wholeness?
Yes.
So we know that we are made into 3. You know, you have your mind, you have your body, you have your soul. Yes. But in our space, you know it as mind, body, and soul. But in our space, we refer to it as body, soul, and spirit. That's what makes a human being. Yeah. For you to flourish, for you to live a full life, these 3 have to work together. But we find that we are so unstable. Even when we talk about the things that we need, we most of the time we refer to your body needs. We must feed you, you're hungry. When we talk about poverty, we think of how hungry our people are. And we need more than food. You know, we need intellect.
Yes.
We need our spirits to be fed so that we can work well with each other. Yeah. So yeah, it is a space that goes into how do we take care of the whole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Short.
And we see that in your work with marginalized communities, what patterns or repeated wounds do you feel, do you see that we often ignore or normalize as just life?
You know what? Before, can I just go back a bit before you go
into
that?
Yes, you can.
I'm just remembering now that you said, how does wholeness impact in the family and in the community, you said. So how do we know that, you know, we are, can I use the word wounded, you know, in families? Yeah. How do we know that we don't have wholeness? You just walk outside and you look at how the things that are happening, you know, in our communities. There's a lot of emptiness, and I say emptiness because the things that we do to each other show that we are looking for wholeness. Yeah. You know, people are going out into the world looking for love, looking to be filled, looking for some sort of safety, you know, and our socio-political space does not even feed our communities well enough, you know. So how does wholeness play out in our daily lives today as if you were to walk outside there? The spaces that we witness is the brokenness that we see. We know that we are experiencing violence, not just in families, but within the community, you know, as a whole. So do we need holistic mental wellness? Do we need wellness as a people? Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
That's quite true.
So there is quite a big space for this discipline that we're doing right now. Yeah. And then, yes, let's move to that second question you said.
The patterns and the repeated wounds, you know, that we often see and we just, you know.
Normalize it's just life.
Yeah.
Sure, there is a lot. So let's think of how we have normalized rape.
Yeah.
Rape.
Yeah.
You know? Normally, people are exposed to rape in the home first. You know?
Yeah.
And we have grown, we come from a background where this had to be a hush. You know, if umntana intombazana and umalume has done something to you, even if you speak, it doesn't go far because indaba sekhaya lena. No, we can't hang our dirty laundry out there.
Yes.
And you know, and this child grows up into, no, it's fine, it's normal, this happens to all of us, you know. And think of this person now, they are 23 or even older than, maybe they're married now, or maybe they're even in their 50s. I've sat with people on my couch, and I remember a particular lady who was like 53.
Sure.
And she was only then starting to deal with her rape ordeal that happened when she was 15. Wow. Because she was taught this is fine, this is normal. And many other happened after that one.
Oh, yes.
But because it was, no, you can't take this. You know, it has happened to all of us. So that's horrible. So that's number one that we do. How we've normalized violence. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy that you know that next door, umama konya shower all the time. The kids bayagijinyiswa baba magadagiwe. It becomes a no yekelani indaba zabantu. And what do these kids become? What does this woman look like in years to as life progresses? It's horrible what we're doing to ourselves. And these are things that are not even, I really cannot say it's a political problem, although we could get more from that space, you know, but right where we are, opposite. How do we close our doors and say no?
This has nothing to do with me.
Mina, I'm taking care of my own. So, you know, so we have normalized that. That's horrible. We sit today with GBV.
Yes.
How are we still having this many years later? How are we still having activists who are working so hard with GBV? It's because it's normal now. No, yeah. What does that even mean? You know? But it's normal. And we carry on. It becomes a conversation, and then when we're done with it, we pack it and we walk away.
We move away.
You know, that's horrible. That's horrible. But that's just to name a few. I don't know how we do have some time. But one other that I would like to really go into is how we've normalized a life of alcohol.
Alcoholism. I love that you actually want to go into that. Go into it.
That, for me, and many colleagues, I believe, out there, is such a thorn. Because that screams, you are doomed.
Help me.
You're going nowhere. You know? And we saw our 12-year-olds go into this. We saw it. It happened right in front of our eyes. You know? What did we do, really? Not much. Mhlambe ngizomkhuzo wami. Mara kahlala endlini the whole time. Uyaya esikolweni. Uhlangana nabanye. You know? My baby sister is my younger sister. She said I must call her baby. I must stop calling her baby sister. My younger sister, who's an educator now. She tells me of stories all the time. She teaches foundation phase. Kunomntana oze nebhodlela la ini today. What?
Alcohol.
Foundation phase.
In foundation phase.
Whether we chontile or upiwe. Let's say we chontile. I chonchanga a shop. We told endlini.
It was right there, exposed.
It was exposed. And we drink in front of our kids. What exposure is a lot, right? Exposure screams out your future. You know, so what are our kids seeing? Every weekend siyapuza, gupi, right here, ekhaya, siyabathuma, hamba ngithengela. We are wounding our kids, and we are not changing the pattern. Actually, it's getting bigger. We have added Hubley to the mix.
Yeah.
We've added that now. And we were taught, no, it's harmless. Really, you've seen them now. It's been a few years now. Now you've seen them. What are we doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. So those things are things that we have normalized,
Yeah.
and they just are not supposed to be part of a healthy society.
True.
A society that if we are planning to change, if we are planning to bring change, we can't keep sitting back and watching these things happen. So those are the thorns.
Yeah, those are really sad because I remember there was a story a while back where young kids were,
Poisoned.
drinking alcohol. And then it speaks to also how, the townships were structured to have bottle stores and liquor stores.
Taverns,
and
yeah.
it was a strategy in killing the black family, killing the African family structure. Because fathers would go and sit in taverns and get drunk, and that's how maybe at the time they would deal with the despair of the society in that area. But now it's become like a coping mechanism now, and it's become like a generational thing where people use it to fill voids now, and then it becomes now a mental health problem because then it leads to addiction. Right. So I'm glad you brought that
Interesting,
up.
man, because you've spoken about family wholeness, people always searching, and sometimes and most of the times a lot of people get themselves searching and now get themselves finding answers in the wrong places, right? And speaking of the past traumas, right? How does trauma, especially historical or generational, impact our mental well-being today, even if we don't feel traumatized?
I feel we should have a lecture on historical trauma. Really, it's such a big thing. I mean, we as South Africans, we are traumatized. We're traumatized, and it didn't start. It didn't start when we voted. So people who, like you guys, are youngsters. You what you are aware of the past is what you read.
Yes,
we lived it. I lived it. I'm still alive today. I walk through that. I walk in that trauma. And because now we're living with youngsters who cannot even begin to fathom that which happened then, it becomes a lonely space. We walk it by ourselves now. I can't walk it with you. You don't understand. If I was to explain to you now that, we'll be having like a normal Saturday afternoon. We're black people. We don't have big houses. We don't have playrooms. And you look at our yards, the way they're structured. That's political, right? The way our yards are structured, the child has to have playtime. But because of how we're living, our playtime is where? On the street.
In the streets.
Yeah. There's a reason why our streets were dusty. You've heard the phrase dusty streets.
The dusty streets also.
Yeah, we grew up in the dusty streets. You guys are not growing up in that. Your street is dirty, it's not dusty, it's dirty. There's a difference. Ours was dusty. You know what I mean?
Well, Topical has dusty streets, but
but Soweto has come a long way where we have some tar. Okay. So, but back then it was literally dusty, and kids did not have play areas. We would go to the streets and play there. So picture a Saturday afternoon, and then there would be randomly police on horses, white policemen on horses. Havoc is created. Fun disappears. We kids. Fun disappears because we must run away. Now, what are you running from? Not just this guy, but tear gas has been
dispersed, yes.
Yeah, and then we had to run away, finish off that playtime. At 7, you knew what to do. At 7 years old, you knew what to do. You must get a wet cloth, cover your nose, and you're 7. You're 7. This is survival. Today, 7-year-olds are like, where's the Wi-Fi? Why isn't the Wi-Fi?
Why is the Wi-Fi not working,
You know? So going back to that trauma, when you think of those things that, Tina, we didn't read about them, we lived them. If I explain to my kids, this is what would happen and would do this, and like, okay, that's interesting. They cannot grab it enough. No, it's not interesting.
That was traumatizing.
that was traumatizing, you know? And you walk now with that and many others, not just that. I'm just talking to you just about the child who experienced that. There were adults, there were teenagers who were living that. And they're still alive today. And we need to be grasping that life today, being parent the kids today in a way that their today child's needs are taken care of. Ngazelapi. Nobody taught me. I carry that. You know, I don't have spaces to go and talk about this. I am expected to continue living. Go to work, come back, deliver at work, deliver, be productive. Where has that trauma gone to? I still carry it. We don't have spaces to talk about that.
Yeah.
If anything, you are told, move on. Come on, move on. Forget about it. It's not happening now. Yes, that's why it's called trauma. It's post. It has happened, but I still carry it.
Yeah, and it comes out and manifests in certain behavioral patterns.
Absolutely.
You know, I love that you mentioned that, because a distinct memory that my brother will sometimes mention about his growing up is how, you know, during the days of apartheid, how when he was a kid, he had a bicycle.
Yes.
And then a little boer kid took his bicycle away, and then he went home running to go to cry to his dad to say, Dad, that kid has taken my bike. Can you please go get it back for me? The dad, not knowing that the kid is obviously white, goes, but then to see Guti, then gets there and immediately says, my son, you have to now forget about that bike. It's no longer yours. And now having to every day walk past that same child playing with your favorite toy, the toy you saw your dad struggle to get you. And, you know, and when he talks about it, I can see in that there's certain behavioral patterns or things that still now bother him, and he has used that now in a way, or healed it in a way that, or coped from it in a way that maybe is unhealthy.
Absolutely. So it's not just him, okay?
Yes.
And it's good that you make that example, but many of us carry that. Today, the way we treat each other, Tina, brothers and sisters, the way we relate to each other is completely different to how we're going to relate to a white man or white person. You know, there's still that some superiority that we see in them, even if they're not coming down on us like a ton of bricks, but it is embedded in us that you treat him differently. You know, they pack for me differently from the way they're gonna pack for a white lady. Mine is different because no, you are like me. You don't have to do this. This person, we must treat differently. You know, that's traumatic.
The smile, you know, like the how, you know, when they greet, it's like, hi, how are you, ma'am? Are you well? As opposed to plastic.
You don't get a hello. It's
no hello, nothing.
Everything changes. Everything changes in how they carry themselves when they have to deal with you. You know, that's traumatic. So we may even look at it and say, yas maratina siyazondana, but it's deeper than that. It's been placed there. We've been made to look at ourselves as subhuman. So we struggle, you know, that, you know, we sing about muntu mnyama akayenze nomunye, or they will bring you down or whatever. You know, that is trauma. That is political trauma. That was Sure, that comes from how we're colonized also. That comes from a whole lot that we're doing. So it's not just the little things that we do, but they just really go deep. How we acquire things as a community, how we take care of our things as a community, it's different. Why emasabab sini good clean? Election na go clean. What causes that? It's historical also.
Yeah.
You know, when our people were going through the land reformation and the moving of our people from wherever to be brought to townships and whatnot, we still today suffer from that act. The way we think about indawo zethu. Mahamba lakuhlala belungu khona, you don't litter. You don't litter. Not because somebody ukubhekile or it's just in you that no, I'm in a different space. I'm gonna take a risk. But go ekaslako, kunesiganga every corner. Who brought ikang? We did. We did. Do we have dustbins? Yes. Even if we didn't have, wasn't there a better way we could do this? There is. But we were taught you don't have to do it for yourself. Do it for us whites. We will pay you even. So we almost like want somebody to pay us to take care of ourselves.
It's mental.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Very messed up. Yeah.
So we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And we can't shift it to even the government. Yes, they can help us. Resources, systems in place, and yes, they can help us. But we also have a lot to do.
Yeah.
And we should.
Yeah.
If we do want to make a change, nobody's bringing change, guys. Nobody's bringing change.
We have to,
You know how
be the change.
Yeah. Yes. You have to intentionally be the change.
Yeah.
Then your kids will see it. And they will learn that, no, but ubaba uyakwata masilahlala phansi. Uzokhuza nabangani bakhe.
Yes, you know how you take pride in yourself, pride in your community, and that's why you're saying. I agree with you when you say that it starts with you, and it starts with you changing the way in which you view yourself. Because when you view yourself differently and you view your environment differently, then you start to act differently, and doing that, then you change the environment around you.
Absolutely.
So it has to start with how you.
Instead of being in the environment, you be the environment itself.
Sure.
Right?
Yes. Be the healthy environment.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
So in terms of coming up with change, I don't know if you have seen this or came across this, because each and every time when this apartheid videos come through on social media, when you're scrolling, and when you go in the comment section, there's this phenomenon that a lot of black people like to use to say apartheid system was better.
Oh yeah, because everybody had every home had a job. I think even when we were doing a street edition of Youth Day, someone mentioned that when we interviewed, and it was a young person, surprisingly so. It was a young lady. She said that during apartheid bekungcono because at least lapho besine misebenzi.
So what's causing that, man? And ibuyaphi this whole mentality of saying, guys, this government now, we wish we can go back to the apartheid eras, because it was better.
It does happen, and I find that it's always in the disadvantaged communities where it is people who will say, during I feel like it was better during those days because of this or that, and it's always in contrast to the government we have right now.
Sure. Yes, I've heard it before as well. I am not surprised that it would be young people who utter those words.
Okay.
Because it's people who did not live in the era.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived in the era. Nothing was better.
Yeah.
It was clothed to look better. It was covered to look better. It did not look better. The story I told you earlier about kids playing on the streets. How is that better? How is it better that a 7-year-old must survive tear gas? How is it better that our education system was tailored to make sure that you stay as umama usebenza kitchen?
Oh yes.
How's that better? You know, how is it better that you are not supposed to use restrooms in town? Your ones are somewhere else and maybe a hole or whatever, who knows, you know? But it's not going to be like that the superior.
Yeah.
What? You know, how is that better? And I'm just talking about light things. There's a whole lot. How is it better that you are not allowed to have the house that you dream of unless you are willing to be in Bimpi? How is that better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How is it better that our own were turned against us? Bebathumela abam bebathumela amaphoyisa abantu abamnyama to come harass black people also. That was strategic. To fuel the black on black hate.
Yeah.
Which we're still living in.
Divide and conquer.
Absolutely. So yebo bekunemsebenzi.
Yeah.
Ngicela ukhulume nogogo ne owasebenza emakhishini today. Umbuzo ukuthi bekasebenza kanjani? Bekanomsebenzi, bekasebenza kanjani?
Yeah.
You know?
My mom told me ukuthi your cutlery and you couldn't eat with the same cutlery, you couldn't use. So what your cutlery would be, you see tin fish, that is your cup. And then your plate is just like that you eat out of that.
Yeah.
And then you drink out of it, and you don't dare touch any food or anything that
they use
would be used by.
Yes.
So basically, it's like you're saying, it's that conditioning of like you are less than human.
Absolutely. So I want to say today to anybody who, firstly, yes, it's still a state of mentalness, of mental horrible stuff, of trauma that we went through.
Yeah.
But I want to say today, for anybody who's still thinking like that was better, just dig deeper. Find out, how did your people live exactly?
Yeah.
How did they live?
Yeah.
Abantwana were exposed to what? You know, what was their education? If we were to swap their education again, you know what? And the space of education is we're still not there.
Yes.
We're really not. We don't have in our curriculums, we don't have drama and what, you know, but it's preserved or it's kept for the elite.
Or those who can now buy into it.
Yes. So ubu better as we really need to look into it again and find, listen, what are you actually in need of? And then let's fix that intentionally. We don't have to go back and we don't have to keep pointing fingers, no. But I'm saying what we went through needs space to be dealt with properly so that we can finally rest it, you know?
Yeah.
And then when we speak of better, we know what better is actually. Singabizi izinto that we used to kill us and call them better. Poison is not better.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right there on YouTube, when something comes through saying, listening to this pained me. My grand survived the historical trauma, survived massive fire. Her whole body was burnt and was the only woman that survived the fire out of the 5 women. She is so strong because she still came back to live for herself, just to kill every day and living for her kids, grandchildren, and now great grandkids. That woman is power.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Some of the things that people went through, because it's true, you know, when it's being spoken about and when we learn about it, you know, in the books, like, guys, it happened.
Yeah,
It's our time now.
Yeah. You're learning it for marks. You're reading in a textbook, like, I gotta remember this, I must pass this.
You are graded for it.
But, you know, the legacy does show, though, because it is in the way, like I said, in the way that we act towards each other, in our environment, the way our societies are structured, the way in which we treat each other. So it's a mental slavery. That's why they physically you may be free now, you know, things have changed. But then mentally, you know, it has been embedded, and it was a systemic thing that happened, right? So so it's like a psychological thing that it was embedded, like you're saying, in you. So of course, to undo it and heal it is going to just take just as much work, because you have to undo undo that programming that you are not human, that alcohol is where you need to go to cope, or now violence is how you need to solve problems, or this is how you need to think of yourself, this is how you must treat the other person. Do you understand? You must now start to program that mind of yours and now reach that mental equilibrium, that state of calm, and back to yourself to say, okay, I am, I'm also human. I'm also, I'm a king. I can also take pride in myself. So let's talk about, relationships, right? Okay. How do unhealthy relationship patterns affect mental health in families, and how do we start to change that dynamic that has been created by these historical traumas that we have faced?
Sure, Yazi, we really don't have enough time for these questions that you're bringing up. Like, I promise you, we need a whole lot more. So, but in a nutshell, unhealthy relationships, unhealthy patterns at home, whether by mom and dad or by uncle and whoever, just in our homes, how do they affect us and the young ones? I have a big heart for young ones because they are our future. They are the functional adults that we have to look up to, but we're not building them to that functionality. So unhealthy patterns in relationships at home, again, the violence. We're exposing kids to violence. We're exposing kids to things they're not supposed to be watching on TV. We are exposing them to horrible language, demeaning language. We're just doing the worst. And how does that impact them mentally? Their minds get shaped around this way. It's okay to speak like that. It's okay to tugana. It's okay to, we see it on TV, so why are you catching feelings? It's language. No. It still goes, no, because you don't want to hurt them. But we teach them that this is how you show love. Because mom and dad are here, dad is treating, or even mom, because it goes vice versa now, Yes. The adults are treating each other badly, but they're still together. So this works. This is love. This is love. On TV, they watch itori where angsazi stories ngana muntu chitai. Angsazi, I'm trying to think of it. Maybe I don't, and that becomes normal. Because we saw it, and they see these things. That's unhealthy patterns. If your dad cheated repeatedly, and your mother stayed, and it was never resolved, and you start believing that this is normal, this is life. So when that time comes for you and you find yourself doing it, you don't feel conviction to change because no, this is life. This way you didn't see anything different. No one told you it doesn't have to be like this, even if you've heard it before. No, it wasn't as many times as how you saw the bad. For one bad word, we need 1,000 to clean up. So we're not saying enough. We're not doing enough. So those patterns are horrible because then our kids today, they are having relationships. Most of what they're having in their relationships is what they lived as kids. The fear that you have with that. Yes,
abandonment issues.
Yes, you lived through that. So and that creates anxiety. That creates
anxious attachment.
When
you anxiously attach in relationships.
Absolutely. Which is unhealthy too.
Unhealthy, very much.
We are working so hard to be accepted, to be loved, because you had to work for it as a child. You knew what mama ngenzanga ini bazongishaya bazongenza kanje umama ngeke angenze ini. Now you're working hard to be better. Yes, we want people to be better, but not at gunpoint because you're going to lose this and
true.
So you are hurt. You're hurt. So there's that, and we're just scratching the surface, guys. But I hope it makes sense.
So how do we start to change that dynamic?
So now I believe for healthy communities, everything must start at home.
Okay.
So that is not overwhelming. You can't start with 100 people. Ushiya by 3 endlini abamele attention yakho. it's not going to work. So we start at home. We can start with dinner at home. Dinner at home.
Yeah.
We sit together. Eating together. Let's create safe spaces where our children can speak to us. Ask questions. I ask you a question. Ask a question about me. Mom, how did you get over 1, 2, 3? Mama, how did you and Daddy meet? Mama, you and your siblings, how this. Let's create safe spaces to start having those communication lines open, those relationships known with our kids, places of healing. Let them know what we're going through. Okay. We don't have to expose them to everything, but let's not keep the doors closed. Kancane, guys, if you can win it in the home, you are already building this child. You are building them wholly. We explain why do we need you to wash dishes at the time that you must. We teaching you discipline. You're gonna be older one day. You're gonna be living with people one day. Ubani ofuna ukuhlala nevila?
Yo,
angmazi.
Ubani ofuna ukuhlala nedlapha?
Angmazi, and it goes both ways, both sexes.
Yes.
Yeah. So but it starts as a child. It's easier if you started from home, and easier. Your boyfriend is not gonna, or your husband then, or your wife then, doesn't have to feel they have to parent you. But those social changes, they must start at home. We have to hold ourselves accountable. Play your role as a child. Play your role as a mother. Play your role as a daddy. Play your role as a stepfather. Can I applaud stepfathers who are good, who are doing the most out there? They're standing in for dads. Right. They're standing in for dads who could not be there for whatever reasons. No judgment, for whatever reasons. But take the time. If you're going to do something, do it well. That's what I believe. You're already putting in the time and the body's there. Just do it well then.
Sure.
Then it have a lasting impact. This child one day is going to say, I have a father, but I have a dad. I have a dad, and he taught me this and that, and he loved my mother. I know how to be a husband today because that man, that way you're creating a better legacy for our people.
True.
And that ripple effect will happen in our communities. That's what I believe.
Powerful. So we see here that you have raised 4 children and been married for 25 years, run an academic center and counseled countless individuals. What mental wellness practice do you swear by, JB?
Sure. Firstly, I've raised more than 4. I've raised many children.
Love that.
Many children. So the 4, I gave birth to 3, and 1 is adopted. And it's 3 boys and 1 girl. The girl is the oldest. And with all that you said, I don't have to repeat it. But what do I swear by? Oh, self-care. Firstly, self-care.
And what does self-care look like?
Love you. Love you and love on you. Because you can't give what you don't have.
Banele says that all the time.
I can't give love if I don't have it. And I can't keep looking for it if I have never looked for it inside of me. So self-care is a big space. Take care of your mental space. Take care of your body. Take care of your spirituality. Remember I spoke of how 3 we are in 1. If you can take care of this, the self can be grounded and can be firm. You can't hurt me. You really can't hurt me. If I'm grounded, you can't hurt me. Because I'm able to dismiss you as, oh, is she like that today? She's having a bad day. It doesn't have to involve me.
You, not me.
Yes. I didn't do that. She did that. I can walk away keeping my wholeness so that I can love on the next person. I'll come back to you tomorrow to check on you. So self-care.
Self-care.
I have quite a few. Self-awareness. What are those things that I need to... What are my weaknesses that I need to overcome? Because we all have. Our blind spots are things that can hold us down.
True.
Keep us down and just oppress us. Because I believe Minangi rights and yes, no, be aware. Be aware of what type of a person am I? Should I be changing? Oh my goodness. Maybe take the time to go in there and fix that. So that you can be a better person. You know, remember, I believe I'm a better person. Of course, everybody believes they're a better person. You're asking me, of course, nothing wrong with me. But those who live with me will tell you differently. So I need to listen. I need to yell, when I out clean, I don't do that. I need to be better. Okay. Remember we said be that environment that you are longing for. Be that. So self-care, self-awareness, be aware of your blind spots. Listen. What are people saying? So that you become better for people. I had another one. I have a therapist. I'm a therapist. I have a therapist too.
That's good.
Because I can't help myself process. I need a body to help me process. Why? Because we are not islands. We are not made to be islands. We are communal beings, you know. Maybe pack, we are a pack. You know, like other animals, they are packs. You know. So you need others. I have mine. So when you have somebody to help you process stuff, you won't get stuck in things. You won't be going around in circles and stuff. So kula kangono. So have that. It doesn't have to just be a therapist. Maybe you can use that word therapist, but your best friend can be.
Your sounding board.
Your sounding board, that's the word. Yes, have that. Have that, you know. And for parents who are feeling like, I can't do this anymore. It's just difficult and whatever. Take time for yourself to breathe.
Away from your children.
Away from your children.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
It's okay. I think most parents struggle with that because they feel like, oh my goodness, I'm neglecting my children. Or, you know, they feel like they're bad parents. But your children need you to be happy because when you're a happy, healthier you are a better parent.
Absolutely. So I would say parents take time off away from it all. I learned a trick a while back. You know how we put kids on timeout? You can put yourself on timeout. I say to my son, my 10-year-old speaks for days. and I say to him, don't speak to me after 6. Don't speak to me after 6. Or don't. If we have to speak, can it be 3 sentences? We have the whole day to do this. Why? Because I need my rest so that I can be better. If I don't do that, oh my goodness, you get nothing out of them. You literally get nothing out of them. And we're wasting quality time with doing that. But routine. Is it 6 yet? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay, I'll wait for tomorrow. Oh, can I just do the 3 sentences? Can I do them? Okay. But he now knows that, okay, let's get permission because she's
Consent,
tired.
yes.
She, you know, he understands now. But imagine if we'd have not said those things, then we're not doing okay. You know? And one other one that I will swear off or swear by is be in touch with your spirit self. Oh my goodness, that is so important. That is so important. Knowing that you did not get yourself here means somebody has a manual for you. Somebody.
Wow.
Be in touch with that. You know, your life will be so much better. You will get clarity. You will stop wandering in circles with, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What? Your spirit knows. Your spirit has been placed in you to guide you. You know, when you talk with people who are in this space, and they'll tell you, no, my guide said, not my God, my guide. My God did this. Abanye umkhulu ungitshelile uthe. That's what they are associating with as guides. But somehow it's helping them. Find what do you subscribe to? And feed that space for you. your peace comes from there. Your peace does not come from your body. Your body is not made for peace. But something else is. Find it. And those are the few that I can say, let's start there. To find balance, to find wholeness.
Find balance. Very interesting. So before we let you go and close off, there's something that we want you to invite in and give your 2 cents on in what is happening. Since you are in the space of community psychology, right? And we are seeing there family traits and pattern that people grow into right now. So you're going to see a clip right there, and you'll hear an audio. So the audio is. Written, people can now buy food they can afford, like 5 teaspoons of sugar, 2 tea bags, 3 cups of flour, a cup of fish oil, a bowl of mealie meal. This is due to retail stores making food too expensive. So this is what the video contains.
Here, customers bring their own containers and purchase basic food and household items in quantities they can afford, from cooking oil and sugar to maize meal, rice and detergents. The model is simple: pay per liter or kilogram, a response to rising food prices and growing poverty in low-income communities.
I came to buy sugar. I've previously bought maize meal and washing powder. Their prices are low.
Prices are different from other shops. Things are affordable. With 50 Rand, I can go to bed with a full stomach.
Proudly South African food brands are on display, and shoppers see exactly what they are buying. A game changer in a province recently rocked by a foodborne illness outbreak.
Many cheese dies by these things, you see. So this shop came with a plan that let's help this community.
This machine right here allows shoppers to buy essentials they need, not only cutting down on packaging waste, but also allowing them to buy just the amount they can afford and slashing costs by up to 50%. The innovation was made possible through a partnership between the Department of Science, Technology and Innovation and the CSIR.
There's a circular economy fund that was a call for.
So that's what is happening out there. What people are conforming to. One would say, are we going back? Because these things there back in the days where you could buy 5 spoons of sugar in your times when you grew up, because we're starting to see them right now. And one would want to ask what is going on and what's your take on this whole scenario in general.
Sure.
Funding and to get.
I want to say I'm shocked at this moment. At this moment, where I didn't know of this phenomenon. I've never seen it before. I fail to look at it beyond. This is another trap. Don't move forward as a people. Get the bare minimum. Just get the bare minimum. Survive today. That means you can't think future when you're this. I am happy how people are fed, don't get me wrong. And I love the innovation of less waste because abantu bazanezitsha and all that. I love that innovation there. But the deeper thing for me is how our societies can be trapped in this. Imagine a child who's going to grow up in this ujwayela lifestyle lane. A 26-year-old. Sakana 26 ukhulela under this. Ucabanga kanjani? Nanoma ngaba nemali, nanoma ngasebenza abe nemali. They don't know abundance. They don't have to do abundance. They don't have to do abundance. Nyokalisi rice. Nyokalisi sugar. That also means they won't be giving. And maybe we're not giving enough now to each other. But mangvakashele ngikalisile mina rice amangibala. Less giving. I see that threat. We have enough. I am so scared of the concept of we have just enough. I'm really afraid. Again, I'm happy our people are fed, but the threat for me is what are we doing in the long run for our society? Isn't there another way? I'll tell you of a way that I've been thinking of for a while now.
Okay.
We can plant food wherever we live now. I've seen people planting potatoes in crates, in buckets, a small patch. It doesn't matter how big each other like in Lingakon. My box, I'm a tray or I'm a crate, I 3 with spinach. Shep. Spinach grows throughout the year. Do you understand? That's 3 crates of spinach. Sinamatamati. Everything can be preserved. I run a garden now, and it was experimental when I started. And I don't mean to speak about me. I haven't bought potatoes this year. Wow. And we're in July now because I harvested potatoes at home. Oh. I haven't bought tomatoes. I love gravy.
Yeah.
I love gravy. Yeah. You know?
And gravy.
Listen. I haven't bought tomatoes this year. And I gave some away. Why? I had to learn how do I preserve? Because I didn't know this, but I had to do it. I preserve them. You freeze the thing. You're still eating it today. Everybody has a piece of space that they can start in, whether it's in a plastic, a sagen lani, a baguette in lani, and that's how we can feed our people. That will teach you to, okay, let me move to green pepper, let me move to, what are you thinking now? You're stimulated to want to do more. Yeah. What are we growing here? What are we doing? Hi, I 5. Ungaphuzi too. Iningi just short this. We're living in the minimum. I'm afraid of this. Yeah. I'm really afraid of it. Yeah. I hope we grow and do better. Yeah. I still say I'm happy our people are fed, but let's find other healthy ways.
No. But you know what? I love that you did mention that it's going. It's a good thing, but obviously, what kind of mental state is it putting people in? Yeah, and that's quite something to think about. Yeah. But yeah, before we let you go, I'd like to know where can anybody reach out to you if they would love, to acquire your services, to work with you, or to get involved in any initiatives that you have going.
My goodness. I'm going to leave my information with you. Yeah. I was born in an era where we didn't have social.
Oh, so you don't, no social media?
I do have, but I don't remember what's it called when I'm not looking at it. I run a practice. My practice is Ocean Deep Mental Wellness. I have a TikTok. I have a Facebook now. I have a Facebook. I'll give you. Yes. But I am happy to converse with people on WhatsApp, and I've hosted a few events where I do grief counseling for free. Yeah. It does pain me though that our people are not open to therapy yet. No, therapy guys. Mental wellness does not mean you're mad, you're crazy. Yeah. No, you need help to be better, to do better. Yeah. So we didn't receive a positive feedback in our outreach, but we are not stopping.
I love
because we have to teach people that no, it's okay. This is a place you need to come to. Yeah. Let's talk. Yeah. This is a place you can be heard. Not the alcohol here. The alcohol doesn't hear you. It kills you. But we can hear you here, So there are things like that we're doing. When we host our next one, I can send you. Then you can advertise.
Yeah, love that.
But yeah, we've been doing work around Soweto.
Yeah. So it's your practice is called Ocean Deep Wellness.
Mental Wellness.
Okay,
Ocean Deep. So the Ocean Deep is about love so deep. It is Ocean Deep. The ocean is so deep.
Wow, I love that.
So deep. So that's where that name comes from. So yeah, it's Ocean Deep Mental Wellness.
I love that.
Very interesting. Before we let you go, Neliswa came through on YouTube was saying, when I watch Sarafina every time I get so angry because it's the story told of our African history history. I hope we heal as a nation, but also be wise enough that we are black and won't change how they see us. Thank you at Vooka Breakfast Show. I learned a lot today. Big up to Mpo for teaching us self-love.
I love that.
Yeah, very interesting. So, of course, man, to everyone who's watching and all our listeners, remember your mind matters, your healing matters, and it starts with awareness, honesty, and a daily intention. If you missed any part of today's chat, don't worry, it will be up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Please keep on, updated. This is the Mind Basket on the Vooka Breakfast Show, bringing balance, clarity, and courage to your wellness journey. Stay with us, and more inspiration is going to come. So thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was Mpo Kumalo right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And it's 5 minutes past 9.
Yeah.
Past 10.
10,
I'm enjoying this conversation.
You don't want the time to go.
Yeah, so, in closure, man, thank you so much for your time, because we did not only think, we reflected, and, we healed. We healed, man.
Yeah.
We healed.
Yeah, because I mean, there are some, things to think about that we spoke about during this conversation. You know, how you see yourself, how you see your environment, and how you see those around you.
Yeah.
Amen.
So, you blessed us with your present. And Nelisha Mnia, thank you for the super chat. The super chat.
Yes.
Right
She's
there,
a
we
star.
see you. She's a very huge one. But thank you so much for staying with us until the end here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And, man, until tomorrow, same time, same place, stay safe, stay warm. My name is Moketi Maimane. And I was with TC Wawamazibugo.
Yeah, you were with the one and only positivity dose of the day. Umamshengu omuhle. Indlovukazi yakwantu ngithi kunina bayede. Stay safe, be intentional, and of course, love yourself. It's me, TC Wawamazibugo Shabalala, saying bye.